All right, welcome back. Welcome back. 51 years today, the Rumble in the Jungle. And in honor of that, let me see if we can pull this up. Bad man. Where is my guy? He has some good stuff up here. Devin Haney is all over the place today. Let me see if I can pull this up. I think I have it here. I don't know. Yeah, but bookmark that biatch. Let me bookmark this mug. And let me tell y'all if y'all tell me if you can see it. I need to get verified and everything. All right, what's up, everybody? Let me see if I can bring this in to introduce the show. Let me know if this. Hopefully, this will play. Can y'all hear that? What's up? Hey, what's up, John Henry? Let me put it on pause. Make sure y'all can hear that. I'll hold up a little bit on that, man. That was what I woke up this morning. I was wondering why you can't hear that. All right, I get it on my phone. I get it on my phone, man. All right, here, let me get it on my phone, bro. Hey, my FICA scores keep going up. All my scores keep going up. How wonderful. I ain't buying shit. Hold on one second, man. Let me come on, man. We're gonna have a good time today, man. We're gonna have fun, bro. Bro, it's crazy because I've been fucking with Combs lately, Nuke the Duke. Let me say what's up to everybody before I say what's congratulations to the late, great Muhammad Ali for his victory today, 51 years ago, in what is probably the greatest win in boxing history. Greatest win of boxing history. If anybody's got a fight that they think is better than that one, let me know. I think that's the baddest man to ever throw them hands. That's the bad man throwing them hands, bro. That's a bad man with them hands, man. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Oh, somebody said not to. That guy got mad because I was man, where the hell is my X? I'm looking for Twitter. This shit's called X. All right, hold on, man. All right, here you go.
I came in, meet the big, strong bully that knocks everybody out. It's befitting that I go out of boxing like I came in. Meet the big, strong bully that knocks everybody out, that everybody's afraid of. England can't produce nothing to beat George Foreman. Africa can't produce nothing to beat George Foreman. Japan, China, no country but old Muhammad Ali. See, realize 32 is not old for a man that don't take a punishment. Sugar Ray was blasting at 32. Sugar Ray wasn't going nowhere at 32, looking good. Archie Moore was cruising at 32. Walcott won his title at 37. I'm great like them, or greater. And it's the fist that controls the brains. And my brains are so wise. See, my brains beat Joe Frazier. I'll thank Ken Norton. I plan my fight round by round. First round, I might say, well, I won't knock him out. He won't knock me out. But I'll get the most jabs in. I'll keep my distance. I'll get the most points in. I'll win that round. Second round, I'll just take my time. I'll stick him. Pop, keep moving, move on Foreman, keep moving, because he can't move, keep moving. He be trying to corner me, cut the ring off, tack him, pop, back him up, time up, pop, won the second round. Then he's getting worried. Oh, I gotta get him. He's starting to drop his bombs, make him tire himself out. Whatever happens, I win the match.
Hey, man, I need to understand something. Why does he throw that punch like that, bro? That is a weird punch that he throws, bro. I swear it is, bro. He throws a punch like this. That's a weird ass punch he throws, bro.
Man conquered all the beasts in the jungles, got them in cages, but the beast can whoop the man. See, it's the brains. Man got me here in a few hours on the jumbo jet. Man didn't pick the jet up and carry it, just threw it through the air. But man's brains made the engine and the pistons and put it together. See, my brains will offset this mummy. Be at the theater early because this man I'm going to retire. If you think I whoop Sonny Liston, you wait till I get George Foreman. He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm going to show them all they're wrong because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me. And all of you people in Britain who rank me as the greatest, I'm going to prove I'm the greatest. I'm going to prove to you I'm the greatest. We're going to prove to the world I'm the greatest. This is my last fight. I don't want none of you to miss it. So please come to the theaters. I'm going to eat some raw meat, and I'm going to train. I'm going to get ready and chop some more trees. I'm not a fan.
Hey, man, that's a wild ass boy, man. What up? And congratulations to the late great Muhammad Ali on his terrific win 51 years ago against the late great George Foreman. I know Rick Timms don't like that because he had to sit on that L for the rest of his life. What up, Marcus Bridges? Trap next door in the building. Nuke the Duke in the building. What's going on? Ray Patterson. Yeah. Bruce Gass, what's up? Salute for 51 years ago today. The Rumble in the Jungle. Man, When We Were Kings is my favorite boxing movie. What's up, my guy Dre 842, East of Driver. Love Down Gaither in the building. John Showbiz or John Henry in the building. What's going on, John Henry? Y'all couldn't hear it. I got to play it that way then. Got your phone flashlight on, gonna burn out the battery. Yeah, I don't know why that shit is on. Give me one hot second. Give me one hot second. Ah, shit. Give me 1 second. Fucking stick this shit up in there. All right, we back. Let me say what's up to everybody. We're going to do a couple things. Dog. I'm watching this nasty-ass Devin Haney interview today. I got to get all my research done today, so y'all going to enjoy it with me. Please, if you can, it's Super Chat Thursday. If y'all feel like, what's going on, Bank Hayes? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, Kimmy Sue? People especially mad after Foreman got slept. He went on his exhibition tour. Yeah, they were real mad. We got Rick Tim still mad in Houston for what us Louisville folk did to y'all, man. Us Louisville folk whooped your asses. Yeah, dog. I've always taken pride that Ali is from Louisville. My family's from Louisville. Whoop y'all asses forever, bro. Shout out to Louisville, the great city of Louisville. Great city of Louisville. Great city of Louisville. So anyway, man, the title of the video today is Gervonta Davis forces Shakur's career low. Because you're a sparring partner, Shakur. I'm putting that shit in the title, bro. So Rollo did slap box Ali then? Man, Rollo was trying to play a fucking game, bro. Rollo thought he's being cute, is what Rollo was doing, man. That's all Rollo was doing. Rollo was trying to slide some insults at me, bro. That's all Rollo was trying to do. Shout out, what's up, Blaze Boxing, shoo bang. So no, I don't know. I do not believe that he actually slap boxed Muhammad Ali. No, I don't. Do I believe Muhammad Ali went by his school and he met him? Probably. Who knows? I know he talks loose as shit about me in Louisville, so more than likely that nigga ain't even from Louisville. More than likely he ain't even from there. But anyway, now Rollo was just trying to insult me by bringing that nigga's name up all the time. Anyway, man, congratulations. What we're going to do today, though, got nothing to do with Muhammad Ali. Shout out to his family. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Layla Ali. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, sorry for my 2 cents if you there. Hey, Michael Jackson slapbox Ali for sure. Nigga, Ali don't want to slapbox me, bro. I'd have slapped him in his mouth as a little kid. Bow, bow, bow. I want to know why he throws that damn punch like this, though. Bro, I've seen him throw hooks like this. Like from his shoulder like this. Like it's a nail or some shit. Am I missing? Phoenix the Assassin, am I wrong? Or does Ali throw his right hand like this? He doesn't look like he throws it like this. It's like not coming from here. It's coming from here. Like he'll put it out here and he'll bop, bop, bop. For not that him have hurt. I'm just trying to tell you, bro, that's how he throws that. That shit look like a fucking hammer, bro. Like he not only turns his back, bro, he cocks that mug up here like this. He's throwing that shit like a baseball pitch, bro. Bow. Am I wrong? Does that not look like how he throws his right hand? What's going on, 2 Cent? I wanted to apologize for the very anti-Clarissa Shields show yesterday, 2 Cent. You know you're my girl. You know I rocks with Clarissa Shields. I just have to call it on the other side today. I just got to call that one on the other side. Bernard Hopkins throws hooks like that too. Ali throws his straight right that way. Yeah. What is that shit, bro? I mean, like, bro, I was throwing punches and I was like, bah, how the fuck does that even work? That shit will hurt like a champ, bro. It's called dropping the right hand on you. That's what that is. Bro, that shit look like hard, bro. Like, I mean, dude, I throw my right hand like this. I throw it like this. Nah, that ain't no decoy jab. He's bopping that mug. He been like, bow. That shit like, but can he turn it? Anyway, bro, that's a lot of power on that shit. No wonder he knocks people out like that, bro. That's a lot of power on that. I was throwing that shit. It feels more natural rather than twisting your wrist before you punch. That's why he throws that shit like that. Bow. Ooh, that shit is tough. Anyway, that's tough, bro. He said it makes it less telegraphed because you don't see the wind up. Thank you. All right, man. I'm about to go to a gym, bro. I'm going to start learning how to throw that punch. Bow. I know it's anyway. So look, Devin Haney do not ever use the excuse that it is Bill Haney. Oh, that's what's up, 2 Cent. I did a review about the video and gave my 2 cents. That's what's up. So anyway, man, it feels more, okay, omniscient. Anuka said it feels more natural rather than twisting the wrist before you punch. That shit feels natural to me. It feels more natural to me to twist. That feels natural to me. This don't feel natural. That feels like a fucking club. Like that feels like a club. Like I don't understand how you could get that right where you want. But okay, that's all right because obviously y'all got a lot of punches, bro. Like obviously y'all got a lot of punches, bro. Because man, that shit right there, I wouldn't even see that shit coming. From here, that's a baseball pitch, bro. That's a baseball pitch. That's how them pitchers pitch. 2 Cent, Ali was fast. He could throw a punch from way back there. Yeah, man. My God, bro. Like, I can throw, like, shit is right here. I've always been taught to throw your shit, like, right here. I was never, like, throwing it from over your shoulder. He said, for now, I got to watch how he rotates his form from the ground up. Yeah, I see that. But dude, I've been watching Ali punch my entire life, bro. I never caught that right hand, why that right hand was like a club like that. But anyway, man, that shit will knock you the fuck out. I know that. That will knock you the fuck out. It really, really, really will. And he twists his torsos and his shoulders into that straight right. Yeah, that's a lot, bro. You're going to get beamed by that. Like, seriously, that's going to bust your head up. Somebody hit that hard, that's going to bust your head up. No wonder he's saying, yeah, I'm not going to knock you out right now. That dude got knockout power because that shit, the technique behind that, bro, you know, you get your whole back. Like you get your back, your shoulder, everything into that. Yeah, I don't want that, man. I don't want no smoke with that dude, bro. I don't want to smoke with nobody throwing punches from right here, bro. Man, he was hitting dudes like, bah, 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 bah. I don't want to hit anybody throwing from here. Man, that doesn't even feel right, bro. What up, Big Dog Willie? They animated that punch in Fight Night round 3 and 4 with extreme pronunciation. Man, all right, I got to get a better eye, bro. Maybe you know what it is? Phoenix, my eye for boxing is getting better. It's slowing down for me. Finally, bro, boxing is slowing down for me. I can see what these guys are doing in the ring, and everybody's moving slower. I see the combos better. I see a lot of stuff better now that I ain't arguing with a bunch of bot channels, bro. Anyway, bro, I have to tell you something, dog. We ain't going to be debating none today. We about to listen to this Devin Haney interview, bro. I'm about to listen to 2 things today because, like I said, bro, boxing's dry. I want these niggas they'll never come to my channel for an interview. Not that I would want them. At the same time, Ali be talking shit while he be fighting with his form. Yeah, I don't want that shit, bro. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I would not want to fight that man. That shit's too much. No. And plus, he's big as shit. He's 32. That dude is big as shit at 32. I haven't seen a heavyweight that can float and sting like Ali. That's a great athlete, man. Ali's probably the best athlete that's fought at heavyweight. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Ali's the best. You know how, like, yesterday, Layla Ali said, yeah, you can, you know what I mean? She like said, you can do all that, all you want, but you don't have the talent to mess with me. Dog, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, that dude got a lot of talent. That's probably the most talented athlete to fight at heavyweight. You're looking at like a dude that's a real fucking stud. You know what I mean? That dude's a stud. That's a stud. Yeah, he's a light-skinned stud. Yeah, he's kind of I don't even think he's a pretty boy. Really, he ain't that much of a pretty boy. I don't know why they all like he's so pretty. Whatever. He looked like a normal dude to me. Whatever the case is, boy, that dude can throw them goddamn hands. He said Ali throws her straight right damn near the same way. Yeah, dude, I think she's probably been fighting and knowing how to throw punches since she was a little girl. They probably taught her how to throw punches. My daughter knows how to throw punches. My daughter will clock the shit out you. With a straight punch, man, my daughter will clock. If my daughter got in a fight with a girl, that little girl's going to be in trouble. That girl's going to be in trouble because my daughter comes all in here. Bop, bop, bop. Let the reactions begin. Yeah, I'm going to wait a couple minutes. We wait till we get 200 people in the building. I want to have more fun, more interaction. Hopefully, hey, if you feel like supporting in the Cash App today is the day. Okay? I was saying, during the last couple days, like, bro, don't worry about it. Super Chat Thursday, though, if y'all feel like putting it in the chat, because I know this is going to get some copyright shit on it. Because, dog, I got hit about 3 times yesterday, bro. I had to edit that video like 4 times. Shout out to Layla Alito. I appreciate you, Layla Ali. I appreciate you, Clarissa Shields. Thank you for allowing me to put on that show yesterday. What was the first? Abel Sanchez. Let's listen. I want to know you guys' opinion of this. Somebody actually talks sense. What am I doing? Yeah, we moving these mugs. Hold on, where is this at? Where that? Right here. Shout out to Fight Hub, bro.
You got Jake Paul fighting Tank Davis, 50-pound difference, you know?
Well, you know what? As a fight fan, I don't like the fight. But as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
Yeah, you know, well, actually, now that we're talking about it, you're not the biggest fan of it. Fight fans are bringing up like, hey, you know, why did he go this way when there's Lamont Roach? Like, look how close that fight was. There was a draw. We were expecting a rematch in that fight.
Yeah, well,
what's happening here?
As much as we hate it, it hasn't become really a sport. It's become a financial sport. So he took it because it's 5-6 times more than he's going to make with Lamont Roach. That makes sense. I mean, anybody, ask anybody if they have a choice, they're going to take the money. Of course. He's got to take care of his people. He's got to take care of himself. He's got to take care of his future. That's the smartest thing to do. As a fight fan, I don't like it. But as a coach, I understand it.
Yeah, no, and I think anybody in that position, like, we got to, like, put ourselves maybe sometimes in that same situation. And I think anybody with, like, any, like, sense of, like, common sense would look at that and be like, wait, I'm making this much to fight against this guy that's only been fighting for 5 years compared to what could be maybe a really hard fight, and I'm going to make double, triple. Yeah, I'm going to go. Let me do this little side quest real quick, and let me get this money real fast. And then,
Of course, you have to take care of your future, man. If it's offered to you, you'd be foolish not to take it, especially against a guy that is no threat to him.
oh, well, I don't know. This 50 pounds, 50 pounds, Abel.
Yeah, but he's no threat to him.
Hey, man, that man said, but he no threat to him. At least Abel Sanchez is being real about it. This is what I like about that, bro. That is absolutely positively true. Every single solitary person is going to take that fight. But that doesn't mean, does everybody
Tank
have
Davis fights the
sparring partner? Does everybody have to become a sparring partner? I love
he fights. Understand that Tank Davis fights. He's probably one of my favorite fighters. I think I've said that many a times. He fights in a manner where he's fought all those big guys. Look at the way he throws his punches. Look at how he ducks down like if he's fighting a real big guy. Look at the way he fought when he knocked out Garcia. Look at where he puts his head and how he throws his punches. In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul is a threat to him.
I'm trying to think, like, I've heard this from other people. Like on one sense, like I understand what you're saying. Like Tank's been fighting his whole life. He's has all this experience. Somewhat like when you compare the two, like Jake is like a novice compared to Tank. So I get what you're saying. Like he's not a threat, but also like you hear, and you've seen like sparring in the gym when like there's a welterweight sparring against like a cruiserweight, and like, you know, the cruiserweight, even though he's not as good as the welterweight, if he connects one good one, like you don't know what's going to happen, right?
Welterweight is not Tank Davis.
That man said the welterweight is not Tank Davis. This man gives. This is why I fuck with Abel Sanchez, bro. Abel Sanchez is a real dude. That dude gives Gervonta Davis a lot of fucking credit, bro. Abel Sanchez, dog. He ain't on this other nonsense that these YouTube channels are tearing this dude down in there. No, Tank wasn't in no streets. Tank was absolutely positively fighting in the streets, bro. Tank used to sleep in the streets, bro. What are you talking about? What do you mean Tank wasn't in those streets? Tank is definitely in the streets, bro. Tank's fought. I don't think you can be away from the streets, bro, if your ass is sleeping in them. If you're sleeping in the streets and your ass is in around Upton Gym, from what I understand, bro, and for all the people that I know around Upton Gym, bro, Tank was definitely in the streets, bro. Tank is not a fake, bro. I'll tell you who the fake is. You want me to tell you who the fake is? I'll show you the fake. This is the fake right here.
Brian Norman, his last fight, he knocked the guy.
That's the fake. That's the fake right there. You want to know somebody that's a goddamn fake? That's the fucking fraud right there, bro. That's the fraud. That's the fraud you're looking for, bro. That's the Mr. Dude, that dude grew up with more money than I grew up with. And I ain't never been hungry a day in my life. That kid has not been hungry a day in his fucking life. And he's a fucking liar. And his ass is underhanded as shit. And this Negro is suing every fucking body, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Okay? He said, yeah, dude don't know what he talking about. Tank was definitely outside, man. Tank is definitely outside, bro. First of all, everybody's out of. I don't understand y'all, nigga. I don't know what it is to be inside. Everybody's outside, bro. Everybody can get killed. You ain't got to be outside. Yeah, everybody's outside, bro. To a certain extent, bro, everybody's outside. You can fuck up and get yipped. What up, Troy Hutch? He said, I'm a bit late. Good morning, Fanon, in chat. But anyway, let's continue with this one.
He's not, man. I'm serious. He's not. I like I said, he's one of my favorite fighters.
So regardless, then it's not going to play different.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm just thinking like physiology here, you know, like
I hope it's on the up and up.
Yeah,
I hope it's on the up and up. But if if Jake couldn't hurt Floyd, he's not going to hurt Tank.
No, not Floyd, not Floyd. That was the older brother.
That's what I said, Jake.
Yeah, no, Logan fought Floyd.
Logan fought Floyd?
Yeah. Yes. I was there at the fight. Yeah.
That was the younger brother, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jake's the younger brother. Logan's the older one.
Oh, I had Logan in the gym sparring with Bohachuk one time. I thought that was the younger brother.
No, Logan's the older brother.
Oh,
But
wow.
was Bohachuk hurting Logan?
Of course, man.
Really?
Yeah, I had to kind of slow him down.
Okay. So that's why okay. Now I get it. I get what you're saying. But like, look, if a guy who outweighs you by 50, 60 pounds connects, it's going to hurt you. And like
Upton is one of the most dangerous hoods in Baltimore, man. Just be hating, and most wouldn't make it there. Yeah, I got to get to Upton, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna go to Upton next time I get out in that area. I got to visit Upton, man. I haven't been to Upton yet. I gotta go there. But yeah, that's why I heard it.
No, like you're a bigger guy, you could take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If grandma had a mustache.
That's not really your grandma.
Yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
But again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, no, it's on the up and up. I hope it is. But I don't begrudge Tank for doing this. Honestly, I don't like it, but I think that when that opportunity, anybody in his shoes would be foolish not to take that payday.
On the flip, do you feel for Lamont not getting that rematch?
No. Again, it's like Canelo and Benavidez. You know, listen, the guys are going to do what's in their best interest. And if it was the shoe turned, if it was on the other foot, he'd do the same thing. You got to do what's in your best interest. You got to do what's best for you, regardless of you paid your dues. Has Lamont paid his dues like Tank? No. This, you know, listen, the guys are going to do what's in their best interest. And if it was the shoe turned, if it was on the other foot, he'd do the same thing. You got to do what's in your best interest. You got to do what's best for you, regardless of you paid your dues. When that opportunity, anybody in his shoes would be foolish not to take that payday.
On the flip, do you feel for Lamont not getting that rematch?
No. Again, it's like Canelo and Benavidez. You know, listen, the guys are going to do what's in their best interest. And if it was the shoe turned, if it was on the other foot, he'd do the same thing. You got to do what's in your best interest. You got to do what's best for you, regardless of you paid your dues. Has Lamont paid his dues like Tank? No. Did Benavidez pay his dues like Canelo did? No. So I think you have to do what's in your best interest. Don't begrudge them just because they're trying to take care of themselves.
I could hear a fan say this to what you just said. This is not necessarily.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I like this from Marcos Villegas. Shout out to Marcos Villegas. Just so you guys know where this is on Fight Hub. Interview with Abel Sanchez, the former trainer for Gennady Golovkin, trainer for a lot of other guys. Very, 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 very good trainer. Trained against Canelo Alvarez. And Marcos Villegas is I do believe he's the owner and the host of Fight Hub.
Necessarily my viewpoint, but I could hear him say, how has Tank proved himself? He hasn't fought the top guys like we've been wanting him to fight.
As a fan, you've been wanting to go. He's fought the guys that were put in front of him. As a fight fan, I could want a lot of fights to be fought, but doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I mean, I would want Golovkin to fight Hagler. That ain't never going to happen. I would want Golovkin to fight, say in the Ray Leonard and Herons and all that era. It's not going to happen. So we can want a lot of things, but Tank's got to do what's best for Tank. And Tank fought the fights to get him to this point where everybody knows him. Everybody knows Tank and doesn't know Lamont Roach. Tank is the A fighter here, regardless of what abilities the other guy has. Tank is the draw, not Lamont Roach. So Lamont's a great fighter too, but he's going to have to earn his stripes.
And yeah, he's looking to do
Golovkin to fight Hagler. That ain't never going to happen. You know, I would want Golovkin to fight, say in the Ray Leonard and Herons and all that era. It's not going to happen. So we can want a lot of things, but Tank's got to do what's best for Tank. And Tank fought the fights to get him to this point where everybody knows him. Everybody knows Tank and doesn't know Lamont Roach. Tank is the A fighter here, regardless of what abilities the other guy has. Tank is the draw, not Lamont Roach. So Lamont,
That is, I mean, bro, that is, see, listening to somebody that is a real boxing trainer, I do believe that he does consult people on moves and who they should fight and who they should not fight. This just makes it so clear and so obvious that you should know that people that are saying otherwise about Gervonta and about Jake Paul, bro, come on, man. Y'all get a back up off that man and let this dude live his life. Let this guy have a career, bro. His Abel Sanchez's point about, yeah, I could want Gennady Golovkin to fight in Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Marvin Hagler's era, but we're never going to get it. It's not going to happen. You got to fight the people that are put in front of you. That's interesting because he's taking a stance that, look, fighters got to fight the people that are put in front of them to fight. If you fight the people that are put in front of you to fight, you're doing your job. And if you are the one that is put in the work and are the draw, bro, you're the one that gets to choose what you do with your career because that's what you've earned. You've earned the right to go here, go do this, do that. That's why I'm saying this guy right here is a phony, bro. He is not
hook.
This is a fucking
from what they say, he's kryptonite to
this is that,
right, but he's gonna have to earn his stripes.
And yeah,
earn your stripes, man. Gotta earn. I agree, bro. Gotta earn your stripes, dog. Gotta earn your stripes. Abel Sanchez is cooking with hot grease right here, man. I agree 100%, man.
He's looking to do that with Pitbull Cruz.
That's a good
like
fight,
the fight,
man.
Abel? You like it?
That's a great fight. I think that Pitbull will give him some problems, some issues, but Lamont should be able to beat him. But he'll give him some issues.
Why do you favor Lamont against someone like Pitbull?
Better technically. He's just a much, much better fighter. Pitbull is going to be lunging, is going to be reaching, is going to be throwing looping punches where I think Lamont's going to be prepared for that. Lamont's a bigger guy. Even though he's a lower weight, he's a bigger guy as far as size-wise, height-wise, and he's got longer reach. I think that he controls the fight. I don't think he'll let Pitbull get into his game.
Do you see it where potentially, like, just given the styles in, straight puncher against a looping puncher who's
no, listen, it's a dangerous fight. It's not an easy fight. It's a dangerous fight. Pitbull's proven that he can hang with anybody, but I think the other guy.
His ass didn't hang with Rayo Valenzuela. Rayo Valenzuela whooped that man pillar to post, bro. He ain't gonna do a Rayo Valenzuela on him and whoop him, man. But I'm happy for I'm happy for this fight taking place, though. That's for sure.
Is a little more technically sound.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Lamont's fights. I saw one of his fights. I think
Fanon, the bottom Tank really came from the mud. The movie of Tank's life is going to be spectacular. That's a real rags to riches story. Our fighters always try to steal a story. I mean, it's unfortunate that a certain person, this guy right here,
that's why this fight is
his entire persona, bro. This dude right here tried to steal Gervonta Davis, everything out of Gervonta Davis's closet. He tried to steal everything out this nigga's safe. He tried to steal, man, he stole his fashion, stole his attitude. When this nigga becomes a face of boxing, all of a sudden this nigga's the face of fucking boxing. This dude lies about whooping Tank's ass only to have all the tapes come out and show his ass getting slapped all over the fucking place. This is the fucking phony right here. This is the fucking phony right here, bro. And I don't care, bro. I don't care what happens with Brian Norman Jr., bro. This nigga is still a fake, bro. But don't worry, we're going to move on and react. This is the fucking fake right there. That nigga is a fake. No talent fake, bro. I'm telling you, this dude does not have the talent, bro. Let me tell you what. If Devin Haney himself was put in the same situation as Gervonta Davis, that nigga would probably be in jail. The nigga would probably be in jail. If he had to be where Gervonta Davis came from, math says your ass is going to be in jail, okay? You're coming from this nigga came from a mansion. A mansion. This nigga grew up like Layla Ali. Bro, this nigga grew up in the same house Layla Ali grew up in.
For Tank and Pro Box, and then obviously the Tank fight. I'm not sure he's faced the level of pressure that Pitbull brings to a fight. So I'm interested to see like how he nullifies that.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. I really want to see that fight.
Did I mess that up?
I saw one of his fights. I think it was the fight before Tank in Pro Box, and then obviously the Tank fight. I'm not sure he's faced the level of pressure that Pitbull brings to a fight. So I'm interested to see like how he nullifies that.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. I really want to see that fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope as hell, bro. That ninja was hurting them private school kids. Nah, bro, them private school kids is whooping his little ass, man. He too little, bro. Justin, man, thank you for supporting Super Chat Thursday. Somebody else supporting Hey, Devin wouldn't be in jail. He'd probably cop a plea. Nah, bro, his ass had been put out on that goddamn stroll. Bro, you know pimps are the ones that are, pimps in jails are the ones that be giving up that you. Hey, dog, I heard that in jail, pimps are the first one. Pimps and people that play with kids are the first ones that get turned out in jail. That's what I heard. I did my research. So nah, bro, I think your ass, he ain't gonna be no, He'll be a scam daddy, bro. He'll be a scam daddy. He'll be out there scamming, bro. Anyway, we're gonna listen next one. We're going to go through this interview with Devin, the Dream, Haney, and Ariel Helwani. I am going to try my best to stomach this shit. I don't think I'm going to try my best. Put a 1 in the chat if this is a more entertaining chat, bro. I'm trying to keep y'all entertained. I'm trying to keep y'all here. I appreciate y'all supporting this channel. So we switching it up, and we're going to have a lot more content during the live streams. Did you see the voodoo where they asked Devin to play a game called Fight a Friend, and he said he want Tank to be his friend? Hell no, bro. I didn't see that shit. Is it in this interview? All right, bro. So look, here we go. I'm glad y'all like it, man. Seriously, share the video, do all that good stuff. Because this is the spot. Thank you, bro. I'm really, really, really trying to do better for you guys, man. I'm trying to be positive. I'm not going to get into arguments with these fake ass channels because these niggas ain't fake. These dudes are fake, bro. And they're fake now.
It's such an important fight for me.
What a great pleasure it is to be joined by a man who will be fighting against Brian Norman Jr. on November 22nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the WBO World Welterweight title, trying to win a title in a third different weight class, 135, 140, now 147 pounds. He turns 27 on November 17th. 5 days later, massive fight for him against Brian Norman. He's the Dream, Devin Haney, and he's kind enough to join us on this Wednesday afternoon in studio. There he is. What's up, my man? How are you? Good to see you. Everything good? Everything good? Have you not been to this one?
No.
Oh, we moved.
Okay, yeah, no, okay.
We moved, but it looks somewhat similar, right?
Yeah, it looks similar, yeah.
You don't like it?
No, it's nice.
Okay. Do you mind talking into the microphone?
Yeah, no, it's
Nigga, were you talking to the microphone? All right, we're going to let it go, bro. Don't worry about it. Fight in Saudi. I'm not going to show. You're going to have to listen. We're going to listen. I'm going to take the picture off because I don't want no drama on the picture. So I'll bring the picture on and off, but I don't want any copyright shit. So we're going to listen in. And I'll show you some pictures every once in a while just so we can keep it rolling. You know what I mean?
nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
You seem a little disappointed.
Got more toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to populate.
I like it. It's nice.
Some old school boxing stuff here. Leonard Duran, great 147-pound fight.
Legendary.
Mr. Muhammad Ali against George Chuvalo when he fought in Canada, which is where I'm from.
Nah, I like this.
You like this?
Yeah,
You're
I like
feeling it?
Yeah, I like it.
How do you feel about the we're in the spirit, the Halloween?
Yeah,
You fucks with it or no?
Yeah, I fuck with it for sure.
Okay. You do Halloween?
But I'm not here talking about no goddamn Halloween, bro. Move your ass on with this goddamn talk, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
By the way, Jews don't celebrate Halloween either. We're like, we're.
So what do y'all do? What if somebody brings your doorbell?
Oh, my parents would just pretend like they're not home.
Yeah.
But now that I've gotten older and I have kids and stuff, like I don't want to.
So you don't dress them up or anything?
No, they do.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just for the candy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So we, a little pumpkin here.
Extreme. I would say that second time I was, game planning, getting better. Of course
Freaked
not.
out by it.
Of course not.
I was talking about that. The bad vibes coming out.
Oh, that's good.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I saw some pictures of you. You're looking shredded.
Yeah, for sure.
No candy for you. No M&Ms. No.
Yeah, no, none of that.
How much you weigh right now?
Even though I feel so much better at 147, my weight is good. I eat what I want. It's not my training camps aren't based around weight like they they were for a long time. I was.
Before Tank deactivated his Twitter, he dissed a fan and defended Dev. Dev responded saying, Tank a real one. Don't think they're beefing like y'all think. I don't really give a fat rat whether they're beefing or not. Tank Davis does not fuck around with a lot of people, bro. He doesn't like a lot of his fans. I don't think that I think he goes here, he goes there. I don't care if Tank is beefing with him or not. This little nigga right here is one of the most phony niggas that there is.
Training camp, I would go on a training camp to lose weight, and spar pretty much for skills. So now, it's really around, game planning, getting better. It's not about weight.
I mean, you look incredible. To me, it's almost like, wow, I wonder how good you would have felt. Like, do you think, man, if I would have done this like 2-3 fights ago, life would have been a lot easier for me?
Yeah, life would have been a lot easier for me.
Yeah, nigga, if you weren't weight bullying.
I would say the fight where
Hey, he said, don't you think if your ass would have been fighting at your natural weight class, let me put the screen on here. Don't you think if you were fighting at your natural weight class, that you might have had a little bit easier time losing them 30 pounds inside of a week, bro? Man, I like you, Ariel. Hey, hit him with the hard questions, Ariel Hawani. Come on, bro. Jeep Red Boy in the building, brother. Jeep Red Boy in the building. Thank you for the $20 holler, brother. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second because I got to grab something. I think my phone is charged. We trying to raise a little money today, bro, because this is the end of the month. And I ain't trying to do no videos today. So I'm going to be on here for a long time, man. Let's cook it because I don't need to do no live streams. I don't want to do no videos today. I want to take a break because there ain't shit going on in boxing, but I'm working my ass off. Anyway, so let's continue with this interview of Devin Haney on Ariel Hawani. Not going to get a...
I felt like I wouldn't make it. The second Cambosis fight was super hard. That weight cut was bad. The Loma fight was hard. The worst one was the Cambosis, for the second Cambosis fight. The Loma fight was hard, and the Ryan fight was like this number 2. That one was like super hard.
So your last fight was at 144.
Yeah.
That's kind of, it was like just a catch weight.
Yeah, that was
okay. So let's get this straight. He said, Devin Haney said that his second hardest weight cut was making 140 for the second time. Why in the world would the Ryan Garcia weight class cut be tough? That's only your second fight at 140 pounds. He fought Regis Prograis, and then there was Ryan Garcia. So what I think you're doing here is, I think you're making an excuse for you getting your ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, bro. Just between me and you. But that was only his second weight class. That was only his second fight in the weight class. So why exactly would that be your hardest weight cut? Because you've been weight bullying. Nah, well, let's take the weight bully name out. I know that there are very respectful and reasonable people that do not like the word weight bullying. But the fact of the matter is, you were having a hard time making 135. You only fought one time at 140 where it was an easy weight cut to make. And then you're at 147. Dog, it better not be hard. And then now it's easy to make weight. You don't have to worry about draining down so much because you should have been at that weight class. Give me 1 second before I get back into it. Yeah. Sorry about that. Setting a stage for the rematch. Anyway, let me go with this.
Like easy. I made that way easy.
So you're expecting just a breeze here?
Yeah. Well, I came in. So my nutritionist, told me to come in to weight. I mean, come into training camp bigger this camp. So I came in bigger. Because obviously I had 3 pounds. No, I feel great.
Do you think this is it for you, or do you think you?
No, I think I'll go up. I think I'll go up again.
Really?
Yeah.
How high do you think you go?
I don't know. Maybe like 160.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
I think 160 eventually.
But you want to stick around at 147?
Yeah, I plan on being here for a while. Like I said, I feel great. I feel so much better. It's crazy to just I'm way more happier. My sparring has been showing that how sharp I am, how much stronger I am, and they say I can't take a punch. So,
who's saying this? Who's saying this?
This is what they say. They say a lot. People say a lot.
People are saying you can't take a punch.
I don't know
why. Because
they forget about the Ryan Garcia fight that I got up 3 times.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry for sneezing. Look, man, can we get rid of something, if you don't mind? You getting knocked down 3 times, bro. You got knocked down 3 times, bro. Just because you got back up doesn't mean you got a great chin, bro. Why are you? How are people going to redefine what a good chin is? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it?
What
just,
does that mean? You cannot take a punch if you get up? Like I don't.
Brian saying this?
No. I don't know. No,
it's the whispers.
What they but they say a lot. So, they say that I can't punch too. So, now at 147, we'll see. We'll see if I punch harder, if I could take a punch better. That's why this fight is so important to me because they say that I can't block a left hook, right? That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we seen Brian Norman his last fight. He knocked the guy out cold with a left hook.
Brutal knockout.
So they say I can't take a.
Bro, the reason that they say that you cannot take a punch. Now I got allergies, Troy Hutch. Allergies. I'm not sick. I got allergies. I got to go take some medicine in a second. I'm going to go get some allergy, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. But there's something around me that had my eyes swelling up yesterday. Just give me 1 second, man, and I think I'll do it. I just don't want to Damn, and I ain't got no water in here, man. How did they took all my water bottles out of here? Oh, man.
Punch. Well, we got a guy who's strong, who can punch. He's for what they say, he's kryptonite to my style. So that's why this fight is such an important fight for me. And turn the non-believers into believers and prove the doubters and the naysayers wrong.
How did this?
Nigga, you be lying too much, bro. Ain't nobody no naysayer, bro. You lie too much. You got your ass whooped. That's
come
why
together this fight, this particular matchup.
Yeah. So the first fight that was actually signed was the Ryan Garcia fight. We signed
rematch
for it. Yeah, the rematch. And
is this before Times Square or after Times Square?
Before Times Square.
Okay, yeah.
It was already signed. We were gonna face off
in Riyadh, right? That was the plan.
Well, we were gonna fight in Riyadh, but we were gonna face off after the New York fight.
Got it.
Do the actual face off and promote the fight. And we already had the date. We already had the fight signed, and then he lost, obviously. So then the next fight that I signed for was the Teo fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teo negotiated. We negotiated. We agreed on. He had his terms that he agreed on. I had my terms that I agreed on. I don't know what his terms was. I don't know if he knew what my terms was. It wasn't my business what his terms was. We already had the date. We already had the fight signed, and then he lost, obviously. So then the next fight that I signed for was the Teo fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teo negotiated. We negotiated. We agreed on. He had his terms that he agreed on. I had my terms that I agreed on. I don't know what his terms was. I don't know if he knew what my terms was. It wasn't my business what his terms was because I got they agreed to what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I didn't care what his was. And then, you know, they said that he was going to sign at nighttime. Then he said he was having dinner with his family. And then it was the morning time. And then it was a bunch of excuses. And then he just came back and said, well, his team came back and said that he just didn't want to fight. So then
That was it. That was the reason.
Yeah, that was it.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro. I swear to God, bro. You know what you can be guaranteed, bro?
I had already signed.
Wow.
You know what you are guaranteed to get in a Devin Haney interview? Him accusing somebody of ducking him. Devin Haney accuses somebody of ducking him in every single solitary interview the man I've ever seen the man have. This is a go-to move. Teofimo Lopez ducked me. I signed to fight Devin. I've signed to fight Teo. But then Teo didn't sign his part of the deal, bro. I don't know what he was offered. That wasn't my business. Man, come on, man. Dog, that's all he's done. Dude, he does that shit all the time, bro. This is the dude. He grows his whole damn near half his career on accusing people of ducking him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like constantly, bro. Accusing people of ducking him, bro.
And it would have been for this date?
No. It would have been for, I forgot the date. It would have been earlier.
But in the fall. All right. In Riyadh.
In Riyadh.
Yeah. At what?
Look, bro, you niggas are not. Hey, at the end of the day, bro, we can agree on one thing. Y'all cannot sell tickets in the United States. You got to take your ass out there to rehab. Okay? You guys are on a welfare program out there on rehab because you guys cannot sell tickets in the United States, bro. You talk about all the money what they offered you and you were happy what they offered you, but Teo never decided to fight you. Bro, they obviously didn't offer Teo enough money. Or Teo probably would have fought you. I don't see that Teo won't fight people, but I know that Devin Haney accuses people of ducking him all the damn time, bro. Marcus Bridges said, can we agree Devin is a lying ass, no ticket selling clown? Well, you don't have to sell tickets in rehab. And he's about to go to rehab where he ain't got to sell no tickets. And he can, he'll play the game, though. He'll play the game. You know what I mean? He'll play the game.
Wait.
147.
Okay.
147. And then the next best fight was, you know, Brian Norman. He's the best guy at 147. You agree?
Well, what about Boots?
I hate this, bro.
No.
I hate this. Another Bill Haney move, bro. Hold on 1 second. Bill Haney move. Bill Haney tried this.
Was there talk of Boots before he moved?
Listen to this.
147.
Okay.
147. And then the next best fight was, you know, Brian Norman. He's the best guy at 147. You agree?
Well, what about Boots?
He's the best guy at 147. You agree? How would he even know? What is this? Only 300 people watching went over there anyway? What are you talking about? Only 300 people. You know what is funny to me, bro? When people say only 300 people, bro? Do you have 300 people watching you? Went over there anyway, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. 300 people is a lot of people to listen to you talk, bro. I get it, but I don't know what that comment was from. 300 people that all support clown, get the fuck out of here. No, bro, let me tell you something. I'll talk to you for a second, bro. Dog, there's going to be like 3,000 people in this chat, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have 257 concurrent people, bro. They come in and out. We're going to have about 3,000 people in the chat. The same 3,000 people. What I want to know about you is, do you have 3,000 people in your chat? I get about 15,000. I get about, 30,000, 35,000 views a day? Do you get 35,000 views a day on anything that you do? I just want to know why you're out here talking shit. Do you have 30,000 views a day? Do you get 50? You get 30, you get 20, 30, Do you get 1 million views a month? Have you ever had 1 million views on anything you've ever done in your life? So who the fuck are you talking to me about there's only 300 people in here? You don't have anybody where you are. You know what I'm saying? You're a loser trying to make somebody else feel like a loser, bro. That's King. What up, King? Like, seriously, bro, you clowns you're coming to my chat, which has the same people in it every day. 3,000, between 2,000, 4,000, sometimes 5,000. Sometimes if we do really well, we get 10,000. But who cares, bro? You don't get anybody. You don't know. You won't show your face. You don't. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. You're just a troll that comes around talking to people and trying to ruin their mood, bro. That's it. That's all you guys do. You're little trolls, bro. I mean, for real, bro. Why don't you think about your damn self for a second? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you think about yourself for a damn second? You don't have anybody to want to talk to your dumb ass. Nah, you talking about me, bro. Fuck up out of here, bro. I don't give a shit. Anybody talking, you throw the fuck out. Anybody talking about somebody else don't got enough views, you can get the fuck, you all can get out. He's talking about 300 people in rehab, not you. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'll stall you out. Sorry about that. You've been supported. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I get mad about that. It's 300 people because I thought he was talking about here. They got more than 300 people over there, though. You should reach out to Gary Russell Jr. and see if he'd come to have a conversation on your show. I don't want to talk to Gary Russell Jr. on my show. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I thought you was going at me, bro. My bad. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't recognize you. I'll be more positive. That's my bad. That's my bad, Rainbow. My bad. I'm like, what the? I didn't know who you were. My bad. I'm sorry, bro, because I thought that shit was that nigga King. He talking about 300 people in rehab, not you. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, great point. My bad. My bad, bro. Seriously, bro. I definitely ain't, bro. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Aaron, let me get you this wrench, bro. That way I'll know. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna give you a wrench so I'll know. Otherwise, bro, I got a quick trigger and I can be a jackass. So I'm sorry. I'll get back to the conversation in a second. God, dog, why these dudes showing me these pictures? Where you at, brother? Here. You got a wrench, brother. Sorry about that, man. So I know when I see you, brother. All right, that's my bad. Welcome to the wrench club, and I apologize, bro. You got a wrench now, dog. So I see you. Anyway, let's get back to this. Sorry about that, man. Levon, no, man, seriously, bro. Don't worry, bro. It's cool. Thank you, man. No, seriously, you don't deserve that, man. If I miss, I miss. I don't want to do somebody dirty. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do you dirty. If I miss, I miss. I'll admit that I miss. If I do something I shouldn't do. And that's bad. My bad. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get in a better, man. These dudes, man. These dudes. But anyway, let me get back with this.
Boots at 154 now.
No, I know, but was there talk of Boots before he moved up?
Yeah, but I'll get to that. But
Yeah.
do you think that he's the best guy at 147?
Right now, I think it's the best fight for you. Yes.
No, the best guy at 147.
Like, period.
Who's the best guy at 147?
No, I'm down. I'm in agreement.
You don't know? That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't fucking like these guys. This is a personal fucking issue. I do not like people that do this garbage. That is Bill Haney's son for sure. I sat up and listened to Bill Haney talk to me, and Bill Haney tried to get me to say, don't you think George Kambosos, we just human boss? Thank you, bro. Nah, I be messing up. Hey, man, that's my bad, bro. I don't want to mistreat people. I really don't want to mistreat people, bro. I really don't want to mistreat people. I really, really, really don't want to mistreat people. Dev trying to make himself feel good, bro. Like, I ain't trying to hear this shit, but let's go. I ain't going to get nothing from Ariel Helwani, bro, today. Oh, there you go. All right.
I mean, he only has one belt, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has.
Right.
There's not a unified champion
Right.
at 147. So, once I beat him, I become the man at 147. I become the top guy. And
No, you do not. No, you do not. Nice try, Shakur. Nice job. Nice job, Shakur. Nice try, Devin. No, you do not, Devin. become the man because you beat Brian Norman Jr. No, you do not. Not saying that Brian Norman is not a very, very good fighter, that he's not the best guy in the division. I'm not saying he is or he's not. But bro, he does not have the dog. You got to beat Rolly. You got to beat Mario Barrios. And who's the other guy? Somebody else is in there. Barrios was longer than Norman at 147. I want to say, yeah, you got to go fight those guys. But that makes me the man at 147. I'm the man. No, you're not. Even though he's going to claim that he's the man, you're not the man at 147 if you beat this dude. No, you're not. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Take over the weight class. And yeah.
So it's interesting because I just mentioned Boots. Was there any talk of Boots at all?
There was Boots' name came up as well. We said, yeah, we'll do it. 147. Let's do it. And then they came back with Eddie Hearn came back with 152 152. And then I was just like, nah, I never even fought at 147. Why would I go to 152 when he's champion, unified champion at 147? Let's fight for the belts. And then it wasn't much negotiation. That was pretty much what it was. And then it was Brian Norman.
So why I bring him up is, and I know, like you said, you have your detractors. Everyone has their detractors at the top, but I don't think you get enough credit for the fact that you're making your 147-pound debut against the best guy.
Yeah.
We had Boots.
Bro, you do not know that first of all, Brian Norman Jr. is unproven. He is not the best guy just because you're calling him the best guy. You're not the best guy just because you're calling himself the best guy.
In last week in studio, and it was a great chat. I like him a lot, but as we talked about with him, that wasn't the fight people wanted to see him fight. But he said, and you know, he's totally allowed to feel this way. I wanted one fight, get my feet wet, and now it's on to the big dogs at 154, right?
Yeah.
You don't seem to subscribe to that.
I mean, that's just not me. If you look at my track record.
Yeah, it's every guy's a big dog.
Every single fight,
right?
You know, since I became champion, it's been every single guy. And
dog, you just fought a fucking dog. Get out of here. Bro, you literally just fought old ass Jose Ramirez, dog, at a catchweight. You beat, I mean, not Jose Ramirez. Yeah, Jose Ramirez. Dog, what the fuck is Jose Ramirez? What is Regis Prograis? Jose Ramirez, Regis Prograis, and George Kambosos? That's every single solitary fight? Bro, get out of here, man. Y'all be selling it. Keep selling it, though, Dev. Keep selling it. Let me hear you sell it. Sell it, Debbie.
That's just the type of fighter that I am.
Why don't you get the credit for that, though?
I think one day when I'm, retired and my feet is kicked up, then they'll give me my credit and then they'll say, Devin Haney, he's a real throwback fighter. And that's what I am. And
no, nobody's going to say that shit about you, nigga. They're going to remember that you sued your baby mama for emotional abuse. No, they're going to remember that you sued your baby mama for emotional abuse. You say you can't take credit for fights you didn't fight, bro. Yes, he can. Devin Haney just took credit for about 4 fights he didn't fight. I'm a throwback fighter because I want to fight guys, but they won't fight me. That makes me a throwback fighter, bro. Come on, man. You suing your baby mama, bro. You sued Ryan Garcia for battery in a boxing ring, bro. You're not a throwback fighter, bro. You're a new age. You're a new age. Your new age is a get, bro. You got fingernail polish. Come on, man. No, you're not.
I don't do it for,
Hey, bro. Can you not do commercials, bro? I don't know who you are, bro, but I would have really appreciated, dog, if you would not do commercials in the middle of my show, bro. I would really appreciate it, bro, if you would not do commercials on my show for other channels that do things and say, hey, man, why don't you leave Martin's channel and go listen to an interview with Brian Norman Jr. on it? No. Come on, bro. Don't do that shit to me, bro. I don't do that shit to y'all. I can't stand y'all with y'all commercials. You are a hating coward, and your mother is. And no, I'm not a hating coward. I'm just hating, bro. Trust you, me. I ain't no Bannon. I ain't no coward, bro. Your Honor, she has a demon coochie. No, bro. I'm not. And dog, don't come over here doing commercials, bro. Please don't do that shit to me, bro. I can't stand you niggas for that shit. Okay? I can't stand it, bro. Y'all already come over here doing a bunch of fucking commercials, and then all of a sudden you putting on shows the same time that I'm putting on a show. And now niggas start coming by the channel talking about you got a show going on. Bro, stop that shit, man. Everybody's starving out here, bro. Everybody's having a hard time with views. Don't come on my channel starting that shit, bro. I don't do that shit to you niggas.
To give me my credit, because that's just the type of person that I am. I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I want to test myself against the best, and it's boxing at the end of the day. If I lose, then it is what it is. You know, I want to test myself though. You know, and I think that's why boxing is where it's at now, is because guys don't test themselves. Everybody cares about everybody want to be undefeated, but
bro, you just admitted that you didn't want to fight Jaron Ennis over 5 pounds. Even though you go into the ring at 165 pounds. Bro, for real, and every nigga, I don't have nothing against other channels. If you do a commercial on my channel for another channel, I am throwing you out. I'm blocking you right immediately if you do that shit to me. Okay? I've already told you, nigga, I'm tired of you niggas doing that shit to me. I do not go to your shows doing commercials telling people that, hey, come to my videos, watch my, I don't do that to y'all. So don't do that to me, bro. That is very, very, very bad etiquette. Okay? If I want to say, hey man, go support this guy, I'll say it myself. I don't need y'all to do it, bro. Because y'all are some phony ass people, bro. Get away from me, man. I don't go near y'all. Don't come near me.
You know, I genuinely want to test myself.
Dude, there's literally nothing I'm jealous of Bill Haney about. I have more of everything than Bill Haney does. I literally got more of everything that Bill Haney has. Why the fuck would I care about Bill Haney? I don't have to live off my son. I don't make a living off the back of my son and pimp out women. What do you mean I'm jealous of Bill? Bill's a fucking pimp. Bill is an ex-drug dealer and a fucking pimp. There's nothing that I want of Bill Haney's. Nothing. I don't have to live off my son. I've never pimped out a woman, and I've never sold no dope to people. So fuck Bill and everything Bill stands for. What are you talking about? I'm jealous of Bill. There's literally nothing I could ever want of Bill. He got hair? Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there's literally nothing I'm scared of. Nothing I want from Bill. Fuck out of here. Bill is what I'm happy I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror and I be like, God dang, one of the things that I do not have is a reputation like Bill Haney. Bill Haney has one of the worst reputations. The only person with a worse reputation than Bill Haney in boxing is Victor Conte. Number one. Number two. Number one worst reputation in boxing, Victor Conte. Number two worst reputation in boxing, Bill Haney. So nah, bro, I don't want nothing out of you, Bill. I don't want to be nothing like you. And you know it, Bill. I ain't never starved a day in my life, bro. I've had a roof and very nice roofs over my head every day of my life. I've had a good name. I've had a well-known name and a good name for a long time, bro. And I'm good, bro. I'm happy with that. I don't need nothing like Bill. I would never want to be anything like Bill. You know what the worst thing is about Bill? The worst thing I have relative to Bill is that he has family in Kentucky and I have family in Kentucky. And then when I found out that nigga had family in Kentucky and I had family in Kentucky, I immediately stopped researching my family line. And I said, if this nigga got family in Kentucky, I don't want to know anything else about my Kentucky family. Because if I find out that nigga's related to me, bro, I will be disappointed in my whole family. Bill Haney is a disappointment, bro.
Against the best fighters in the world. And I think that I am one of the best.
My question is, what do you know about Bill that's factual? Bill is an ex-drug dealer and went to jail. I know that that's factual. I know Bill Haney also, I know he pimped women. That's for sure. He also went to jail. That's for sure. He also pays YouTube channels. Either directly and indirectly to spread a bunch of bullshit. You know why I know that? Because I've met Bill Haney. Thank you very much, Prince. I know Bill Haney personally. Bill Haney has been on this channel multiple times. Bill Haney is a fucking scumbag. Okay? And if you do enough research on Bill Haney, no worries.
Specifically, the first question I wanted to ask is about the situation with Victor Conte and the clip that recently Conte admitted that he knows how to pass the VADA tests.
Victor, at the same time, did admit he knows how to beat these tests as good as they are.
Is it possible to circumvent? Yeah, it is. You know, but the same people that know how to circumvent, like myself, the same ones that know how to catch it.
One of you guys can go ahead if you want to start. Start us off.
Hey, Prince Batty, you're going to get out of here. Bill Haney admitted to it. Bill Haney admitted to pimping. Bill Haney admitted to selling drugs. What are you talking about? Bill Haney brags about it. Bill Haney said, I was in the street. My son's not in the street because I was in the street. Bill Haney brags about it. What are you fucking talking about? Bill Haney brags about this shit. Fuck out of here. He said he's 50-0 in the streets, bro. Anyway, let's play some damning evidence.
Go ahead. You got it, honey.
The floor is yours.
Well, thank you, guys. I want to start off by saying that this might piss some people off, but there are certain things that I just can't say just yet. But I am going to say some things that's going to help you kind of understand what's happening. So, Conte banned to the time an MMA fighter was actually fought. Well, now one of the first, they have to be rigorously tested. Then they are classified as prohibited or banned. And after a substance is prohibited, it can take a very long time to refine your testing protocols and to be able to detect the substance in someone's system. So, for example, the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, was established in 1999, and HGH, human growth hormone, wasn't prohibited by WADA until 2004. But the first professional fighter didn't test positive for HGH.
You said Bill went to a private school? Bill went to a private school? I know that Bill's mother has some money. I do know that. Bill Haney's mother has some money. I do know that. Let me calm down, bro. Be a nice guy for a second. Sorry about that, brother. Welcome to the crew, bro. Look, man. Bill Haney went to college for... Are you telling the truth? You're telling me that Bill Haney went to college and he went to college for media? I don't think that's true. I don't think Bill Haney went to college. Because watch this shit. If Bill Haney went to college, that makes Bill Haney somewhere around 57 or 58 years old. If Bill Haney went to college, Because that means that if Bill Haney went to graduated from college, that means that's 4 years. He was at least 22 years old before he went to jail. All right, so when did Bill Haney go to jail? Man, seriously, bro, there's a lot of niggas I put in jail. Nah. His name is William E. Haney. That's him, William E. Haney, 1994. So if he was in 1994 and he was in he got out of college he got arrested in 1994. If he went to college for 4 years, let's say, when did 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. He's like 56 years old, bro. 57 years old, bro. That dude ain't in his 40s. That dude is older. No, bro. No, Bill's just a criminal. No, dog, Bill don't deserve any of that shit. Bill don't deserve any of that shit. Bill went to jail in 1992. All right, so he went to jail in 1992. Go back 3 years from 1992. If he went to 4 years, that's 1988. No, he's like 56. He's not in his early 80s. He can't be. Unless he went to college. If he went to jail in 1992 and he went to college, he had to graduate in 1991. If he graduated in 1991, that means he graduated from high school in 1987, which means he's the same age as me. Bill Haney's is 56, 57 years old. No, Bill cannot be in his early 50s. Bill is in his late 50s. Bill is my age. Because if I got out in 1987. I graduated from college in 1992 because it took me 5 years to get out of undergrad. 88, 89, 90, 91. If I had came out in 4 years, just 4 years, I would have came out in 1991, which means if I would have went to jail for that, I would have went to jail in 1992 because you graduate in May of 1991. So he got caught in Dude, Bill may be older than me. No, Bill is probably older than me. If Bill went to jail in 1992 after graduating from college, bro, that dude got to be older than me. He's probably older than me. Nah, Bill full of shit, bro. They used to say, Bill, I'm 42, 40. Nah, bro, you old, bro. Don't give me that crap, bro. You old, bro. Bill is in his mid to late 50s, bro. Bill is probably in his late 50s. I would put Bill in his late 50s. Dude, Bill looks older than I do. Bill don't look younger than me. Bill look the same age as me. Nobody knows Bill and Oakland, G. They from, what is this? He said, Gelfie said, nobody knows Bill in Oakland, G. They from Las Vegas. If nobody knows Bill in Oakland, bro, then Bill is a Fed. If nobody knows Bill in Oakland, then Bill is a Fed. And that explains all this bullshit. I don't believe nothing about him. If nobody knows him in Oakland, then dog, something's funny. Anyway, Bill was ironing the real OG socks in prison. Bro, the real OGs don't go to jail. That's my thing. You real, how you in jail? But that's okay.
Age until around 2014. And that was an MMA fighter named Kong Lee. And he was associated.
We can't come up as a people using our people to degrade. Bro, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Ban. Watch this shit. I want you, Prince Batty, to look at this fucking finger that I got waving at you right now. Fuck you, fuck Bill. Bill literally is the worst thing in the sport of boxing. Bill Haney should be exposed, and everybody should know what Bill Haney is on so that boxing can be a better place. Thank you very much. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. We're going to get back to this steroid conversation.
With Snag and Victor Conte, and I saw you guys talked about that in your backward steroid case documentary, which was really good. So the first fighter didn't test positive for HGH until 2014. So it's important to note that we're talking about 10 years from the time that HGH was banned to the time an MMA fighter was actually fought. Well, now, one of the first professional boxers to test positive for HGH was, of course, Jarrell Miller. And he didn't test positive until 2019, I believe. So now you're talking about 15 years from the time HGH was banned to the time a professional boxer tested positive for HGH. And that's just one example of how long it can take.
Dog, let me tell you something. Kimmy Sue, Bill Haney, unless that nigga shows a birth certificate, I would not doubt that he's the same age as my older sister. If it came out that Bill Haney was 66, I would believe it. First of all, black don't crack. Black don't crack. But no, I would say he's somewhere around my age. My sister graduated in 92, my other sister in 99, my oldest sister is in her 50s. No, I mean, look, I would put Bill Haney somewhere around my age. He's not some 40-year-old man. He's not 40 years old. He has, but dog, he had beef. He had beef. Dog, you can't go to jail in 1992 and be in your 40s, bro. 1992 was 40 years ago, wasn't it? Hold on, 1992 was not 40 years ago. 1992 was what, 34 years ago? 1992 was 34 years ago. You're not going to be in your 40s, bro. You're not going to go to jail and you're 12 years old, 15 years old, bro. Dude, 1992, to get convicted and go to jail in 1992. Says his birthday is 11/7/1960. I wouldn't be surprised if he's around my brother's age. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised, dog. But I'm just trying to say these dudes are the biggest fucking con men in the whole sport of boxing, bro. Yeah, let's get the likes up, but please don't tell me nothing about not making my platform about this, that, and the other thing, bro. Said I'm 40. I was born in 1985. Yeah, you're not going to jail at 9 years old, bro. Dog, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is 46 years old. Bill Haney is older than Floyd Mayweather Jr. for sure. Haneys are the only Muslims with godfathers. Dog, I think they're plants, bro. I think this nigga's a plant, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get back to
every
this.
fight that I go in, I think that I'm gonna win. I go in there with that mindset, and I think that
nigga's a plant, bro. I can't lie, bro. I think this nigga is a goddamn plant. You know what I'm saying? I think this dude is a plant, bro. I think the Haneys are all plants, bro. Like it's just make believe with these dudes. And yes, I'm going in on these niggas because I feel like doing it. What else is there to talk about boxing that is productive? Talking about this shit is productive because it's going to make you guys do another big ass media. Let's go get Fanon trick, which will not work, bro.
Like, I think that I'm a better fighter than them. And yeah, but it is what it is. That's just the type of fighter that I am.
It's crazy to me because like when the best fights for you were with Matchroom, you're with Matchroom. Then you go to Top Rank now, and then you do stuff on your own, and you're always searching for the best fight possible. And I feel like I mean, it's frustrating to watch from afar because I like you, but also I can't imagine what it's like for you because you're like, when am I going to get my flowers? When am I going to get my credit? No?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when it's all said and done.
The only thing I could think of is the aftermath of the Ryan fight. People didn't like the way that was handled. Do you regret any of that?
Regret? Like, what do you mean? Regret
the lawsuit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That man said, do you regret anything the way that handled, dog? You mean like filing lawsuits and acting like a complete punk because your daddy told you to sue somebody? Bill is a Muslim with a white woman under his wing. Umar Johnson has entered the chat. Let me tell you something, dog. Umar Johnson is probably the biggest fraud of everybody. Man, if Umar, you don't get out my face trying to tell me what women I can date. The only reason I never dated no white women is because my mama told me not to date no white women. And black women would have flipped on me, bro. Why would hey, black women look at you? Woo, I had a girlfriend that looked white. Woo, the black women looked at you like they wanted to cut you. Like they looked like they wanted to cut you. And I was feeling so, oh my God. Seriously, bro, it was fucked up. One of the greatest regrets of my life, bro. I cannot stand Umar. Anyway, let's get back to delusional Debbie Pooh.
The way that happened, you know, I was
Hey, said Money said my wife is light skinned and they still look at me like that, like they want to cut me. And yeah, they look at you like they want to cut you. I don't care though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that my team was that wasn't something. I'm a fighter, you know.
Yeah.
I want to get it back in the ring. I want to get it back in blood. And that was my mindset from the start. From the start to the end, you know, I've always wanted to do a rematch. And after the fight, I said that. I said, you know, the better man won tonight. Maybe we do it again in the future. That was immediately after the fight. That's what I said. And then whatever he tested positive for the PEDs, and it was just, you know, it was a fucked up situation, you know, for me and my team, because we got the short end of the stick. You know, it was a guy that cheated.
What is this? What is this? Oh, Dr. Y'all on that Dr. Umar shit. Y'all on that Dr. Umar shit. Sorry.
And I was getting all the flack. A lot of, you know, I missed out on a lot of money. I missed out on a lot of opportunities for a guy who cheated me. But I wouldn't have wanted to do it like that, which I didn't end up doing it like that. I didn't go down that route.
It's done.
I end up, you know, wanting to. I said, listen, let's fight. Let's forget that.
No, stop lying, bro. You sued the man, bro. You sued him. You didn't have a case. Hey, man, let me tell you something for real, bro. Devin did not have a case against Ryan Garcia. He didn't have a case. The only thing he did was try to intimidate. He tried to intimidate with him a lawsuit. Tried to intimidate him with a lawsuit. Dude did not have a case. Let me repeat this. Dude did not have a case. Did not have a case. It's not some scenario where he was like, I got this dude dead to right. He did this. I let him go. No, bro. You were wasting money. You were trying to make him waste money. That's all you were doing. Just like you did to your girl, where you made her waste money, you waste money, she wastes money, and tries to see who's gonna waste the most money by threatening people with lawsuits, bro. Which means we got to come to this, bro. David Hemphill said, "Thanks for your honesty on boxing. You pulled me through a hard time." I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you for the thank you. I'm trying my best, bro. I'm trying my best. Wasted money, lean, wasted money on his itch. Hey, man, look, bro. What up, Thomas? Listen, my main man, Marty B. Well, salute to you, brother. What up, bro?
Forget any lawsuit, forget anything. Let's settle it in the ring, and that's when we were scheduled to fight.
Okay. So that's not being pursued anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think from a perception standpoint, people were like, man, that's not fighting. Like, you don't sue people in fighting, and that's why some
PEDs
people.
is not fighting either.
It's crazy. No, listen, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
From an athletic and integrity standpoint.
I can understand what they're saying, but at the end of the day, you know, I signed up for a fair fight. You know, using PEDs is not a fair fight. But like I said, I want to get it back in the ring.
He wants a fair fight, right? Pause. Devin Haney wants a fair fight. He wants a fair fight, bro. That's what Devin says. At the end of the day, Devin wants a fair fight, bro. Let's analyze that with some video evidence and see whether that jives.
Serious legal notice.
And Garcia. And they're posting things, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, quite frankly. And so we got to clear that up. And to do that, tonight, we're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez, and we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia. And we're also going to talk about these Haneys. Now, the reason why I called tonight is because this needs to get put out there along with the other call that we did earlier this month after the fight. This really needs to get put out there. It really does. This is going to be a strong position against the Haneys and their fan base. We're going to expose the serious hypocrisy and the major flaws they've made in recent weeks. I'm going to show you why we now have a backwards steroid case. I've been involved in this boxing business for a very long time, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. These Haneys and their fans are the worst that I've seen in this sport. Y'all don't need these guys. Now, I'll say this. If you're not a Haney supporter or a Conte supporter and you have PED criticisms for Ryan, you know what? We may disagree, but I can't even be mad at you. This is not directed towards you. You know, if you're a supporter of David Benavidez, Gervonta Davis, Lomachenko, fighters like that, this is not towards you, because see, those fighters, they don't have a suspicious history, if you know what I mean. But if you are a hardcore Haney supporter and a Conte supporter,
Munguia failed his drug test.
the caption said that all of these fighters, Ryan
with suspicion of other things, Devin Haney. In addition to this, Conte helps put VADA together, an anti-doping agency that organizes drug testing. So now Devin Haney is on Victor Conte's snack supplements with suspicion of other things, and he's being tested through VADA that Conte helped put together. Devin Haney never tests positive for any steroids or PEDs or anything. Next, Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia signs up for VADA and is being tested through VADA. Ryan passes all of his random drug tests leading up to the fight. Ryan goes into the fight, beats Devin Haney into the canvas, then suddenly VADA releases a report saying that Ryan Garcia tested positive for Ostarine, a banned substance, after he defeats Devin Haney. And the last part is the worst part. The fight took place late night on April the 20th. And 2.5 days later, not even 3 days, 2.5 days later, Devin Haney's little brother posts a video on his social media saying that Ryan Garcia was going to test positive for a drug test.
But people want to be treated fairly. Can somebody tell me how in the world, and this is an honest question, and I am being positive. Somebody said be positive. I am being positive. I'm also having fun because I know that this platform is a big platform, and it's bigger than I thought it was, because now I know that so many of you guys are faking the size of your platforms. You guys are faking the size of your viewership. You guys are faking it. So now I know why whenever I do these type of things, people want to come at me so hard, because I have a big voice. So I figure I'm going to use my voice. And there's this Exodus Files report that was put out that is some of the best content that I've seen on the internet. So instead of me talking at you all the time and yelling at people and getting into all of these, we're going to look at what people actually say. Devin Haney says all
the lawsuit, to be honest. You do what you got to do. It's like,
I wouldn't have wanted to do it like that, which I didn't end up doing it like that. I didn't go down that
I
route.
wouldn't have wanted to do it like that.
Is this before?
And I ended up not doing it like that, but I did do it like that, and I was right to do it like that. Let me tell you what Devin Haney just said. Devin Haney said, I know I shouldn't have done it, and then I didn't do it, But I should have done it. Isn't that what he's saying? Didn't he justify doing it?
Square or after Times Square?
Before Times Square.
Okay, yeah.
It was already signed. You know, we were going to face his terms was because we already had the date. We already had.
Is this? Yeah.
160 eventually.
But you want to stick around at 140?
Extreme. I would say the fight where I felt like I wouldn't make it, the second camp.
I missed my point. Deborah Booker said, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I understand, if you call yourself an adult Muslim, you're not supposed to marry a white woman. Is he a fraud? I don't think that is unpopular, and because there's a lot of white Muslims. I think that may be the Nation of Islam. I don't know, but I think there's some white people in the Nation of Islam too. There's definitely some Chinese people in the Nation of Islam. So, you know, there's a lot of Nation of Islam is not all black. They'll let a white person in the Nation of Islam. They will. They got some people in the Nation of Islam look like white people. Damn, where was I at? Oh.
Bosa's fight was super hard. That weight cut was bad. The Loma fight was hard. The worst one was the Kambosos, the second Kambosos fight. The Loma fight was hard, and the Ryan fight was like this number 2. That one was like super hard.
So your last fight was at 144.
You know, I genuinely want to test myself against the best fighters in the world, and I think that I am one of the best fighters in the world. And obviously, every fight that I go in, I think that I'm going to win. I go in there with that mindset, and I think that I'm a better fighter than them. And yeah, but it is what it is. That's just the type of fighter that I am.
It's crazy to me because like when the best fights for you were with Matchroom, you're with Matchroom. Then you go to Top Rank now, and then you do stuff on your own, and you're always searching for the best fight possible. And I feel like I mean, it's frustrating to watch from afar because I like you, but also I can't imagine what it's like for you because you're like, when am I going to get my flowers? When am I going to get my credit? No?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when it's all said and done.
The only thing I could think of is the aftermath of the Ryan fight. People.
Hey, man. Yay for the black snow bunnies, bro. Hey, Rick Tim said, Black Queens forever, snow bunnies never. Politics over Punani, conscience over Coochie. I am sorry. I will always. I'm sorry. I participate in the Black Snow Bunnies. I've been a long time participant in Black Snow Bunnies, bro. I'm sorry. We got Black Snow Bunnies, and I ride with them. I ride with the Negro Snow Bunnies, bro. Hey, there are not many 147s. They all have to fight. How did Norman be the best of all of a sudden? Because Devin's fighting him. That's how he became the best. He became the best because Devin is fighting him. That's how it happened.
People didn't like the way that was handled. Do you regret any of that?
Regret? Like, what do you mean?
The lawsuit and all that stuff.
Yeah. The way that happened, you know, I would say that my team was, that wasn't something. I'm a fighter, you know.
Yeah.
I want to get it back in the ring. I want to get it back in blood. And that was my mindset from the start, from the start to the end. You know, I've always wanted to do a rematch. And after the fight, I said that. I said, you know, the better man won tonight. Maybe we do it again in the future. That was immediately after the fight. That's what I said. And then whatever he tested positive for the PEDs, and it was just, you know, it was a fucked up situation, you know, for me and my team.
Hold on 1 second, bro.
We got the short end of the stick. You know, it was a guy that cheated, and I was getting on the flag.
Let me help you out with something, you bot. Let me help you out with something, bot. What's up with the title? Good brother, you got more content than that? What do you mean? No, I don't. Yes, I do. But that's what I want to talk about, bro. I'm sorry. Do you have a YouTube channel that you feel like going to so that you can go do some content yourself, bro? Really? I advise you, seeing as you have a video channel. I just went to your channel. It's called Flex Heck. You got 3 subscribers and 10 videos. You have 3 subscribers since you got on here since in 2012. Bro, you make videos. So why don't you get some fucking content, bro? Because I'm looking at your content, bro. And you ain't got no content up there. You used to make content, but now what do? You just come by here and ask me about my content. Let me tell you about the first one. Gervonta Davis forces Shakur Stevenson's career low. Shakur Stevenson said that he's not where he wants to go, but he's climbing to get there. Shakur Stevenson is a free agent, undercard fighter with no fights for him to know about. Let me help you with this content. Later on, when we get done, as Devin Haney starts talking, Devin Haney is going to talk about Top Rank. And he's going to insult Top Rank and say that Top Rank is fighting on Tubi. Right? Talking about Top Rank is fighting on Tubi because Top Rank does not have its ESPN contract anymore. Right? Shakur Stevenson is not signed by Matchroom. He's not signed by the PBC. He's not signed by Top Rank anymore. So where the fuck is Shakur Stevenson going to get his next paycheck? Do you know where Shakur Stevenson's next paycheck is most likely going to come from? Unless he does it for free. He's going to get paid to spar Jake Paul. Now, I know you got paid to come over here and troll me. Or you got some incentive to come over here and troll me, bro. Because you're not a subscriber and you had to wait a whole day to leave that comment. So let me enlighten you, Mr. Bot. Mr. Bot. The reason why I say Gervonta Davis forces Shakur's career low is because Gervonta Davis just sucked all the energy out of the boxing world because he's got a fight with Jake Paul. Shakur Stevenson is now a sparring partner for Jake Paul. Raymond Ford is a sparring partner for Jake Paul. I don't know what you call it, but if I'm not trying to say that Shakur Stevenson's a failure in life. I'm not trying to say that the man can't make a ton of money. I'm not saying that he's not a rich man. I'm not saying that he's not an excellent fighter. I'm not saying any of those things that people might imply or infer, that might infer from what I'm saying. Shakur Stevenson was with the number one, number two promotional company in the world. He was headlining title fights in his hometown. He got a bunch of title fights in 126, 130, unification in 130, title fight in 135. He's now a sparring partner for Jake Paul. And he's fighting on undercards for Edgar Berlanga and Hamas Shiraz. Now, let me tell you something, man. So you know where I'm coming from. There was a time in my life where I made a lot of money. I was making a lot of money, man. I was making a lot of money for myself. I was making a lot of money for other people. But it didn't go right because the people I was making money for didn't want me to make any money. They wanted to keep all the money themselves. So I had a fallout from them, and I can no longer work with them because I was like, man, fuck this. You guys don't want me to succeed. You want yourselves to succeed. You don't want me to succeed. So I had to break from that and knew I had to find something else to do. There's a point in my life, bro, where I was sitting on a couch with no fucking money. Well, I had money. Don't get me wrong. I had money. I had a wife. I had a house. But in relative sense, I didn't have the money I did have. I didn't have the titles that I had. People weren't running around acting like they wanted to meet me and kissing my ass like they were. I felt that I had hit a low in my life. And I had made the low in my life because of some decisions that I'd made. Mr. Troll, Mr. Bot. So I then had to make a change in my life, and I had to figure out another way to dig myself out of the hole that I created for myself. Eventually, I did it. And now I'm in a better position than I ever was before. Okay? When you're not a bot and you're not a child, you understand that life has its ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So when I say Gervonta Davis forces Shakur Stevenson career low, you cannot tell me that this is not the low point in Shakur Stevenson's career. He doesn't have any security. He has to rely upon whether or not Teofimo Lopez is going to give him a fight or not. He doesn't have a network. He has to. He's following around behind Terrence Crawford. You don't see Gervonta Davis following behind anybody. Errol Spence is not following behind anybody. Shakur Stevenson feels as if he has to tie himself to the star of Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry, bro. Shakur Stevenson's going to be in a better place in the future than he is right now. But from what I can see, Mr. Bot, that's not the best place in the world to be when you don't know where you're going to go next. When is that good? Have you in your life not been sat there and been like, God, dog, I got to change this job. I got kids. I got a wife. I've got a career. And I don't know what I'm doing. I got to try to figure this shit out. Come on, man. That's not the case with Gervonta. With Gervonta got a big-ass check that he's about to do this with. Cha-ching. Let me help you, Mr. Bot, that doesn't talk boxing, that wants to come over here and ask me if I got content. Bro, I got content for days, bro. I got content after content after content, bro. I didn't talk about this for very long because I don't like going in on Shakur. I was originally a supporter of Shakur, but Shakur does a lot of buffoonish shit. I'm sorry. You can say what you want, Shakur. I've made it to 56 years old, Negro. You have not. I've made it to the mountaintop, fallen, and made it back to the mountaintop. You get your ass to the mountaintop, your own personal mountaintop, where you want to go. I set goals for myself, and I got there. You have not made the goals. I don't care about the money behind it. You want the adulation of the public. You do. You want the money, you want the fame, you want all of that shit. The fact of the matter is Gervonta has that. And you got to find a way to fight Gervonta. And that's the only real task you got, Shakur, is how do you get Gervonta? Not how do you get T.O. Because honestly, don't nobody give a shit about that T.O. Shakur fight. Bro, I do videos on T.O. and Shakur every day. Don't nobody care about it, bro. More people are enamored about what's going on between Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields than they are about what's going on with Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, bro. There's a reason that fight's not getting announced, and the reason that the fight's probably not gotten announced and finalized is because they don't know anybody that really wants to pay for that. Because the fact of the matter is, bro, Shakur will stink up a gym. T.O. will stink up a gym. You guys can talk all you want, but you guys are going to stink up a gym. Devin Haney can talk all he wants, but this dude right here will absolutely positively stink up a gym. He will stink it up. Y'all want to talk about real shit? Talk about the fact that this guy he will literally stink up a gym. His last fight, that dude ran around in circles, ran around in circles, ran around in circles. That's my positivity, bro. By telling the truth. Shakur is a follower fighting on undercards and fighting on a dude. He's an undercard. Come on, man. Bro, there's some shit you just can't do, bro. I don't care, man, what the money is, bro. Some things, you know what it is, you don't do. Some things you can't do. Flexhex said, I'm not an enemy, my guy. Shake my head, control your emotions, dog. Fuck out of here, bro. No. You sit there and insulted me, bro. Thanks for the $10, dog. I know what an insult is. No, thank you, bro. You want to come up here and tell me that I have more content, bro, when you literally, dude, got that channel for a day. You had to subscribe for a day ago to get on here and say that shit. So no, bro, I think you're a bot. And thank you for your $10, bro. Bro, I've been on live streams for a very long time, bro. That's bills paid. What bills paid? Flex Heck said, I'm not an enemy, my guy. Shake. Bro, you can say what you want, Flex Heck. You could have kept your $10. I'm sorry, bro. I read what people say. If you tell me that I've got better content than to say my content, fuck you and beat it, bro. And I don't care whether you're a supporter or not, bro. You're not. Keep your money, bro. Hopefully that'll kick your money back to them. Bro, I'm not reading the original shit, bro. Get out. No. Because if I got it wrong the first time, control my emotions was enough. Go on ahead, bro. I don't feel like it, bro. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the original shit, man.
When it's all said and done.
The only thing I could think of is the aftermath of the Ryan fight. People didn't like the way that was handled. Do you regret any of that?
Regret? Like, what do you mean?
The lawsuit and all that stuff.
Yeah. The way that happened, I would say that my team was. That wasn't something. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
I want to get it back in the ring. I want to get it back in blood. And that was my mindset from the start. From the start to the end, I've always wanted to do a rematch. And after the fight, I said that. I said, the better man won tonight. Maybe we do it again in the future. That was immediately after the fight. That's what I said. And then whenever he tested positive for the PEDs, and it was just, it was a fucked up situation, for me and my team, because we got the short end of the stick. It was a guy that cheated, and I was getting all the flack. A lot of, I missed out on a lot of money. I missed out on a lot of opportunities for a guy who cheated me. But I wouldn't have wanted to do it like that, which I didn't end up doing it like that. I didn't go down that route.
Yeah, you did. You can't deny it and say you did it and didn't do it at the same time, bro.
I end up, wanting to. I said, listen, let's fight. Let's forget that.
Dog, that's all you wanted to do, bro. Let's tell the truth, Devin. That's the only reason you sued him, is so that you would get a rematch, bro. You sued him for the rematch. Come on, man. That's what you did. That's what you did. That's what happened with his wife, with his girlfriend. He only sued her after he was put in a bad position. Then he used the lawsuit with his girlfriend as a way to get out of the problem he had with his girlfriend. So you got your ass whooped by Ryan Garcia. Magically, your brother knows 2 days after the fight that the guy's going to pop dirty. And then you get a lawsuit and you sue him so that you can have the rematch. He didn't sue him thinking he was going to win that lawsuit. That lawsuit was terrible. There's almost no way that he would have ever thought that he was going to win that lawsuit, because the lawsuit was terrible. So long, farewell, goodbye, bro. Look, man, I hate peas. I never eat them itches. Oh, I love peas, bro. I know. Hey, dude, has anybody experienced that the older you get, the more your taste buds change? Yeah, whatever. If that makes you feel better. Because Ryan didn't lose that fight. It's a no contest. Ryan didn't lose that fight. Ryan beat the shit out of Devin, bro. Ryan didn't lose. That's one thing you can say for sure about that fight. Ryan did not lose that fight. You can say what you want, but Ryan damn sure didn't lose. You can say Ryan didn't win because it got turned to a no contest, but they didn't give him a win. Just like when Lamont Roach caught that cold. You know what I'm saying? They say your taste buds change every 5 years, OG. Man, bro, because there's some shit I really like that I never liked. Man, there's some shit I liked. I guess maybe it's your body. Like you start liking the things that your body needs, something. He said Ryan made Devin change his whole style of fighting. Yeah, man, Ryan just been running, bro. I'm not mad, bro. Not mad at all. I'm quite elated, bro. Let me tell you what I'm happy about, bro. I'm beating up on y'all because my daddy's sick. So since my dad is sick and I'm dealing with a lot of stressful shit, what I thought I would do today is I didn't want to like talk about Brian Norman. I wanted to do good in boxing. And I wanted everybody to know that Devin Haney is absolutely one of the worst things that could possibly happen to the sport of boxing. I don't care. What does that have to do with Devin, bro? Tank's best opponent is Jake Paul, only second to Mike Tyson. Salute to Jake's best opponent is Tank. Ever only second to Mike Tyson. Thanks to the Tank Maniacs. Tank for fake wrestling, boxing. Much salute. Yes, thank y'all, man. I love it. My father is not going to get well. Unfortunately, my father is not going to get well. My father is going to pass away. So I am dealing with that, bro. Brother, I'm not an old man, bro. I'm 56 years old. I've got a very nice, I'm good, bro. You're a petty, you're a fan, bro. Stay in the comment section, bro. You're a fan. Do you want an autograph, dog? You want an autograph? You want me to say your name? Everett Brown. Here, I'll give you a gong, Everett Brown, so you can feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? So no, man, I got bad news yesterday. My dad is not going to make it. It's just a matter of time, you know? So rough time. Thank you, Dar. Yeah, it's tough, man. My sincerest condolences for you and your family. Sorry to hear about that. Your father. Yeah, you know what it is, though, man. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. Sorry about that. Shit happens. So yeah, man. So no, I needed to kick Bill in his chest because I wasn't feeling good. So I was like, man, let me have some fun. Yeah, I hit the mute button. This mute right here. Thank you. So nah, man. So yeah, I appreciate the prayers. And if you pray for his comfort and his, prayer for his comfort and all of that, man. They said, I'm sorry to hear that, Fanon. Blessing sincerely. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about Kimmy. So went through it with my mother. Very hard to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very complicated situation, man. Devin got PTSD. Bro, suck a dick and die. Everett Brown. Suck a dick and die, nigga. How about that? Hey, Everett Brown. How about you suck a dick and die? How about that? How about you suck a dick and die, Bill? How about you suck a dick and die, Bill? How about you do that, Bill? How about you suck a dick and die, Bill? How about you do that, nigga? How about you do that, dog? Why don't you do that, Bill? You know what I mean? God is great. He with you. You know what it is. God is great, bro. God is great every day. God is good every day. But you can suck a dick and die, Bill. How about that, little fuck? Short ass nigga. Hey, bro, let me say this. Let me have some fun before I get out of here because I know it's you, Bill. Fanon, I remember you was more collected when you started. You must have got fed up. Bro, I don't know who you are, bro. Get out of here. Bro, I don't even know who you are. Get out of here. Hey, see you guys back tomorrow, bro. Come on back tomorrow. Make up some new bots. Come on back tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? Come back on tomorrow, dog. Come back tomorrow. Acting like you don't know. Anyway, I've already told you, dude, Bill Haney is the worst person in boxing, bro. You can blame Bill Haney for a lot of shit. Seriously, Bill Haney is behind the scenes, bro, doing a lot of dumb shit, bro. And fuck you, Bill. Dog, you're a peon, Bill. You know it. So anyway, I'm just telling you, bro, I don't like you, Bill. Don't like you, don't care about you, Bill. God bless you, Bill. I hope you live a long life, Bill. But you're a fraud, Bill. You're a fraud. And I enjoy telling everybody that you're a fraud, bro, because there's so many people out here now that know how much of a fraud you are, Bill. So I can sit here and talk for 2 hours about you being a fraud, and people are going to eat it up and love it, Bill. You know why, Bill? Because people are really sick of you, Bill. And I've been around boxing for years now. I know, Bill, that you've been around boxing since the early 2000s. You've been around boxing for a lot longer than I've been around boxing. I've only been around boxing for maybe the last 7 years or so. And even then, I don't really try to do a lot of behind-the-scene things. But, Bill, you've been behind the scenes in boxing for a very long time, bro, doing a lot of stuff. And people know what you're doing. They're sick of you doing it. It's coming to an end. And honestly, bro, with these stings, I hope they get you if your ass is not one of the niggas that are setting people up. Anyway it goes, Bill, you're a peon to me, bro. And that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying, Lil Bill? I don't like you, Lil Bill. Fanon, I'm sorry to hear about your father. My prayers are with you and your family. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Anyway, man. Yeah, man, people are sick of you, Bill. So I can do a show. Bill gets no love in the Bay Area, G. I'm telling you, man, Bill is the worst person in boxing, bro. Bill is worse than Turkey Al-Sheikh, bro. Bill is worse than Turkey Al-Sheikh, bro. Worse, bro. Worse. And I'm seriously, I don't wish nothing. I don't say I wish anything bad on him. But this kid right here, bro, is a grown-ass man doing
forget any lawsuit, forget anything. Let's settle it in the ring. And that's when we were scheduled to fight.
Okay. So that's not being pursued anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think from a perception standpoint, people were like, man, that's not fighting. Like, you don't sue people in fighting, and that's why some
PEDs
people...
is not fighting either.
It's crazy. No, listen, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, bro, PEDs is fighting, bro, because you Negroes be on PEDs. What do you mean PEDs ain't fighting, bro? You got Victor Conte working with you, dog. Y'all don't like this format, bro. Let me stop for a second. Hey, man, y'all don't like this format, do you, Bill? Before I get off here, Bill, you don't like this format, do you? You don't like it. I know you guys don't like this format. I know you don't. This is not a good format for you guys. So I need to know what the next thing you guys are going to try to pull is going to be. What's the next thing, bro? You're going to try to tell me that the video channels that I do reactions to can't come to my channel? Are you going to try to call download 4K and keep me from downloading videos? Is that what you're going to do next? I'm just wondering how you're going to adjust. How are you going to adjust, bro? Bill the type to try to buy Fanon with a $10 cash app, man. Bill Haney know he can't afford me. Bill Haney can't afford me, bro. I only got so much time left on this planet, bro. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something about when your parents are dying, bro, and I'm going to say something, and I mean this. Bro, my pops is almost 90 years old, so I feel like really blessed to have had my father in my life as long as I've had my father in my life. I've really felt blessed, bro. Like I remember thinking, like, worrying about my dad's life, like in high school. So, like, way from 1987 to 2026, bro, if I would have known I would have my daddy to 2026, bro, I'd be extremely happy. I'd have been extremely happy about it. If I would have known I'd have my dad till he was 88 years old, I'd been extremely happy about it. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, bro, you start seeing that life is short. You know, like, I'm really starting to feel, 90 years old. He's almost 90 years old. He's almost 90 years old. I'm not taking any time off, bro. I don't need time off. I don't need any time off. Why would I need time off, man? People don't get time off. People work every day and go through stuff every day. I'm not asking for any sympathy. Everybody's got two parents And provided you live long enough, everybody's going to see their two parents pass. It's just part of life. It is what it is. And I've had it's been a blessing to have my parents for so long. You know, and I'm so happy that my mother's she's going through some things, but my mother's still relatively healthy. So it's a blessing. At the same time, bro, you learn that life is short. It's really short. You know what I mean? It's really short. So it's not worth all this negativity, man. But at the same time, you got to do something that's worth something. And unfortunately, it is really worth it to tell people how fucked up these people are with the stuff that they're doing to these fighters. Like, you guys are sitting here trying to defend, and I know you are. You might be trying to do it positively. You might be trying to do it politely. You might be trying to do it with deflections, however you try to do it. But you're really trying to defend Devin Haney. However, bro, y'all will give no credence to this.
You got Jake Paul fighting Tank Davis, 50-pound difference, you know?
Well, you know what? As a fight fan, I don't like the fight. But as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
Yeah, you know, well, actually, now that we're talking about it, you're not the biggest fan of it. Fight fans are bringing up like, hey, you know, why did he go this way when there's Lamont Roach? Like, look how close that fight was. There was a draw. We were expecting a rematch in that fight.
Yeah, well,
what's happening here?
As much as we hate it, it hasn't become really a sport. It's become a financial sport. So he took it because it's 5-6 times more than he's going to make with Lamont Roach. That makes sense. I mean, anybody, ask anybody if they have a choice, they're going to take the money. Of course. He's got to take care of his people. He's got to take care of himself. He's got to take care of his future. That's the smartest thing to do. As a fight fan, I don't like it. But as a coach, I understand it.
Yeah, no. And I think anybody in that position, like, we got to, like, put ourselves maybe sometimes in that same situation. And I think
absolutely
anybody with, like, any like sense of like common sense would look at that and be like, wait, I'm making this much to fight against this guy that's only been fighting for 5 years compared to what could be maybe a really hard fight. And I'm going to make double, triple. Yeah, I'm going to go. Let me do this little side quest real quick. And let me get this money real fast. And then,
of course, you have to take care of your future, man. If it's offered to you, you'd be foolish not to take it, especially against a guy that is no threat to him.
Oh, well, I don't know. This 50 pounds.
And he said a guy that's no threat to him. Martin Johnson, much love. Fanon, you're a great dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I know it ain't easy. Man, I thank you, Martin Johnson. And look, bro, I got to tell y'all again, man, I really am trying to be a much more positive person. However, at the same time, please understand, I'm only talking to regular subscribers and supporters and real people that really are really with the channel. If you're not really with the channel, I'm really not talking to you. I'm talking about the real, actual people that really care about boxing, that really like talking to people in the chat. I am trying to be more positive, but at the same time, bro, boxing's really in a lot of trouble because of guys like this, man. This is some very serious stuff for the sport, bro. And it doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm really trying to be a lot more positive, dog, I really do think that it is important to talk about some of this stuff, man. Because, dude, Gervonta Davis needs to be treated better. This guy right here, and I don't care what you say, this guy is a fucking hype job.
From an athletic and
this is a hype job, bro.
I can understand what they're saying.
I'm sorry, bro. This guy is a completely manufactured fucking hype job, bro. I've never dealt with another athlete. Like, let me put it this way. Dude, this guy is a complete hype job. I'm not saying he can't fight. I'm not saying he's a hype job. A hype job, a hype job, a hype job. Bill Haney is the one doing the hype job, and they have done a really good job of getting inside and they really know how the sport of boxing works. But they are the lowbrowest. I mean, what do you call it? Just the shit that they do is just gutter to me, bro. Anybody with common sense gonna go for the money. Only ignorant people don't understand that they're supposed to live for your future. I mean, bro, there's no way, dog. If somebody says you got, like, bro, you got to get up and you got to work, bro. Everybody got to work, man. But they don't want to give them any chat for that. But look, the last half hour, I'm going to take callers. I'm going to be out for another half hour. If anybody got something to say, now is the time during the show. Feel free to get up here and let me know what your thoughts are. I'll put a link in the chat. I'm going to go for I'll probably go for about 3 hours today. So we got about another hour in the chat. I'm trying to, this is a section. If you got anything to say, bro, that means seriously, bro. Let me put this in here like that. I think that's right. They use their connections for the Diddy party for show. I mean, it's just, look, man, it's a lot of manipulation, a lot of gamesmanship. And I just feel like, bro, that a lot of this stuff, you know how things are built from the ground up? Things decay from the ground up too. You know what I mean? Thomas Hill likes when people click the link. King of Hayden, what up, man?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't good with it.
Nothing, man. I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm going to listen to you from a distance so I can grab this allergy medicine.
I did. But yeah, man. I'll say, yeah, these reaction videos have been pretty interesting because some of these I've watched, some of them I haven't. So it's interesting to hear like somebody else's thoughts on the interviews and stuff that's coming out lately. I didn't know if you've seen the one with O'Shaquie Foster recently. I think it came out yesterday or the day before. But it was funny because O'Shaquie described something that we kind of seen yesterday when we were watching Clarissa's response. And O'Shaquie was saying that the reason he got beef with Shakur. Now this is what real beef kind of looked like. It's not like he just made it up. Y'all remember, some of you might, Raymond Ford, you know, one of the Bud Buddy acolytes, Jake Paul's other sparring partner right now for Tank. Raymond Ford was going at O'Shaquie Foster on Twitter, and they was talking about fighting each other. And then out of nowhere, here comes Shakur Stevenson to throw himself in the middle of that beef, and then be talking about, oh, well, if Raymond, you know, you gonna fight O'Shaquie, I'll be your sparring partner and help you get ready for him. And it's like, oh, so y'all tag teaming people now. Y'all jumping them, right? Y'all jumping them. And then at the same time, it's like, okay, why you in my DMs going ahead and saying, you know, you don't know why we have beef, you know, we supposed to be cool. Is basically what O'Shaquie Foster was saying. So Shakur is on Twitter siding with Raymond Ford against him. And then at the same time messaging him in the DMs talking about, hey, you know, we could still be cool and all this and that. It's like, what type of nonsense is this? And ain't that kind of the same thing we seen yesterday with Clarissa showing her DMs with Layla, but at the same time we know in the public what was going on.
Bro, that was a savage ass DM from Clarissa, by the way. I mean, that was a savage.
Well, that's the thing about that was 5 years ago that Layla told her to shut up and stop talking, and she still talked another 5 years. Like, come on. like what? See, and I know, like, see, and here, the thing about this whole situation is like, okay, let me break it down like this. When any type of conflict is physical, it's easy for people to see like, oh, this guy ran up on that dude and started swinging, but then dude laid him out. It's like, okay, we can see that's clearly self-defense. But like, one thing that people forget is if people is beefing and it's verbal, there's still somebody who started it. But people want to say, oh, it's both people, it's both people. Like, here's the thing, if you do something messed up to somebody, you do something they don't like, it don't matter if it's because you misunderstood something or whatever else, you still did it. And it don't matter if it's physical, if it's verbal, if it's typing on Twitter, whatever. You do that shit to them, how they respond is on you. Because you shouldn't have did that shit. You know, and everybody talking about, you know, maybe Clarissa misunderstood all this and that. It's like, man, tell me, Clarissa Shield got as many beefs as Devin Haney got fighters deducting. So how does that work out? They got,
hey man, what's the latest number of fighters that have ducked Devin Haney?
I lost count because I stopped counting 3 years ago, and they've been adding more since.
Put a list. If anybody can help us right now, can you guys compile a list, if anybody knows it, of all the people that Devin Haney is accused of ducking him? It'd be interesting to know. I'm telling you, it'd be really interesting to know how many fighters Devin Haney is actually accused of ducking him. Because I think it's like 3 whole divisions of people.
Bro, I could list some off the top of my head. They got Subriel Matias. They got Teofimo. They're saying that Ryan is ducking a rematch. They got Gervonta Davis. They tried to say Shakur Stevenson. I bet they even going to say Sandor Martin, even though Devin pulled out the negotiations over the purse bid. Who else is Boots? Man, Devin talking about he don't even know who Boots is. They tried to say that Boots was ducking Devin a few years ago. And then who else? That's just off the top of my head, man. Oh, Connor Bennett.
Watch this shit. Hey, can you see this? You got to see this. Hold on. I don't know. Where's the oh? I'm the best in the world. All right, ready? See? Can you see?
Oh damn!
I know that's not it. I gotta go.
Oh damn!
I am too damn fine. I'm sitting here, and I'm the best in the world. I know that's right.
No! Oh.
No. Man, that shit is hilarious.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I don't know where Rick, where you get that from, Rick? That was on Facebook. That shit's on Facebook, bro. That shit is hilarious,
man. That's crazy. See, but that's the thing about Clarissa, right? Like, she got so many beefs. I think about this. She got beef with Keith Thurman. She got beef with Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark ain't even a boxer. She had beef with Gervonta Davis.
Beef with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she was mad that Caitlin Clark was ranked over here when they were talking about the top dominating female athletes for the year. She got mad over that.
Bro, why would she get mad about that? Dude, female boxing, for what it's worth. Bro,
there's nobody there.
Not deep enough. Women's boxing is not, you cannot compare as far as the top level athlete. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the women boxers out there. But you can't compare a woman boxer with a tennis player. You can't. They go through way more shit than women boxers go through. Way more. Because there's no amateurs for shit. Really, with women's boxing amateurs, there's like a limited amateur program for women's boxing. Like, even like amateurs, they're like even like what Clarissa's saying, like, because she had an amateur program. Her amateur program was recent for women. It's like they don't have the same like background for women's boxing that they have for men's boxing. So it's going to be natural that the women's amateurs is going to be thin, just like the pros are thin. The whole sport of women's boxing is thin compared to basketball, soccer, definitely tennis. Definitely, look, I'll tell you, all the fucking sports, they got way more girls playing it. Softball, volleyball, basketball, tennis, gymnastics. Women's boxing is behind all of those sports.
Track and field.
Shit, and what else is there? There's got to be something else.
There's figure skating, ballet.
Oh, there's way more dancers. There's way more dancers. Yeah, way more track and field. Yeah, and there's way more money in it in all of those sports. Way more money in all those sports. Juju, what's the girl's name from USC? Shout out to USC. Juju, what's Juju's last name, man? I'm messing it up. Cold as hell.
I don't know because I don't pay too much attention to college sports anymore.
Juju Watkins. I think her name is Juju Watkins. Dude, Juju Watkins is probably, I don't know how much money Juju Watkins is making, but she's sitting at USC and probably making 10 times the money Clarissa Shields making just sitting at USC. Yeah, Juju Watkins and definitely Clayton Clark. Clayton Clark probably ain't even got to work no more.
Yep. And that's the crazy thing that she got. Not just them. We know the beef with Layla, but shoot, she started beef with Amanda Serrano. She got beef with Jake Paul and his business partner that helped him start MVP. Man, like how a person who got this many beefs and we don't think they the problem, or she don't think she the problem. It's like that saying that the other day that I said, you run into an asshole in the morning, then chances are you ran into an asshole. But if you're running into them all day, then you the asshole. And that's the same way. That's the same way it seemed like with Clarissa. Like, why she got beefs with everybody? She even got beef with her boyfriend, wife. Like, think about that. Like this chick out here, I wouldn't feel this way about Clarissa. Like, if there was something legitimate that she had the beef with, but it's just the same way like with Shakur though. Like, and they whole crew. Like, how you got beef over something that wasn't even like serious? Because Shakur Stevenson saying the beef with him and Tank started over his 9th fight.
Say that again.
Like Shakur Stevenson, like I didn't know if you seen the video I sent you on Twitter yesterday. Like it broke down the whole thing.
Hold on, I got it. We ain't no need because we being high tech, bro. Seriously. Fuck. Oh,
Okay.
you sent me yesterday?
Yeah, it'll be in the DMs on Twitter.
I got it.
But yeah, I got a channel. I put it up on King of Hating.
Like, be real with you when it comes out of Tank. Tank is not a real pressure fighter. He's not like a guy that's going to throw a million punches around. He's not a guy that's going to. I don't look at it like I got to worry about the pressure or anything else. Yes, when we do fight, I want to have my hands fully.
It's in the middle of the video though, and it's about 10 minutes long. But it is on YouTube, so you can pull it up sometime if you want. But it's the middle of the interview, and he's saying that the beef with Tank started over his 9th fight because Tank called the dude a cab driver, and Shakur was hyped because he had knocked the dude out. But I remember Shakur's tweets like he knocked the dude out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm really the one. I'm him. I'm that guy." And it's like, yo, like who was this guy that you just knocked out? And pretty much like, you know how it is when fighters are coming up, they fighting journeymen and people with experience that, go ahead and see where they at. So that's why you got a guy, he might be 55 and 44, but like, shoot, that's like 100 fights worth of experience.
Give me 1 second. Y'all tripping if you don't think those women be sneak dissing. I have made videos pointing it out, but nobody will give Shields the benefit of the doubt because she called out Keith Thurman. I have to tell you, 2 Cent. Clarissa Shields run her mouth a lot, bro.
A whole damn
a
lot.
Running her mouth a lot. But no, I don't think she's. Yeah, I think you're 100. I know. Let me say the first part. Layla Ali. I've been around Layla Ali, 2 Cent. I've been around her. I didn't talk to her. She's like 5 feet away from me, bro. Look me dead in the eye. I looked her dead in the eye. Trust you me, bro. I know that chick got attitude. She. All right, so let me say my impression of Layla. Layla got a fucked up attitude. Like, Layla is a fighter. She got a fucked up attitude. Like, she does want to fight. She does. I ain't saying she ain't messy. And absolutely, she is in that whole, she's in that public figure, very manicured speech. She knows how to say what she says. But yeah, she's funky as shit. She was being funky as hell with Clarissa Shields. No doubt about it. Layla Ali is very vindictive. Hell yeah. But yes, Layla Ali is vindictive because I saw it. The way that she fried Clarissa, that was vindictive as hell. And showing her with that goddamn belly out and all that shit. Yeah. She was vindictive. But all I'm trying to say, 2 Cent, is your girl got it coming. Okay? There ain't no good guy in that particular argument. Just like with Shakur and Devin, ain't no good guy in that particular circumstance, bro. I gave Shakur the benefit of the doubt, bro. But once he became a sparring partner for the Jake Paul fight, after he said that he wouldn't have done it, knowing damn well he would have done it? Bro, everybody would have done it. At least Terrence Crawford admitted it. He was like, "No, would you fight Jake Paul?" No. He said, "What about for $150 million? I'll be fighting Jake Paul." You know what I'm saying? But saying that you wouldn't do something that's why I'm Anyway, go ahead, man. I'm sorry. What's up, Be More Bully, by the way?
Yo, what's up, David?
What's going on? What's up? What's up, Phoenix? What's going on, Fanon? Hey, man. I'm just sitting back, man. I'm just sitting back and I'm laughing at this, man. You know, the whole Clarissa Shields, Layla Ali thing is this. We haven't been hearing over the years from Layla Ali. She hasn't been out. She's been out one, 2 or 3 times and been asked a question about Clarissa, and she responds accordingly. You know, but Clarissa has been out a whole lot talking crap about Layla. Every time she get a chance, she ties her name to Layla Ali's name because she already know she was the #1 woman boxer in history. So she wanna equate her name, wanna go ahead and tag her name along with that so she could try to get that clout off it. But the problem is Clarissa talks too damn much. That's what the problem is. When you talk too much and you talk shit about so many damn people, people that's in your sport, people not in your sport, people who are damn, she talks shit about every goddamn body. That shows that she wallows within her own self misery. And misery loves company. So who she can make have misery like her? Layla. But Layla don't live like that. She keep her head high, she keep her hustles tight, and she keep it moving. She keep it pushing. She give out all the accolades in the world to those who are doing what they're doing that are paving the way. And for a long time, Clarissa kind of just got completely messy. You know what I mean? So she asked for that fight when she brought her name up for the last time, and she was ready for it with receipts, the whole nine. And I say that because I want to get to a point. We're at a point right now in this sport of boxing where we have paid trolls who go around just like we got paid content creators that go around and they talk shit and they try to degrade people who are doing good in their community, who are doing their fights, minding their business, just so they can destable them mentally for another individual to try to come up and shine. But if that individual don't carry that swagger, they don't have that appeal, they don't have that alluring storyline that goes to them, that's the truth of their life, that blows them up to the point of being the face of a particular sport like boxing, they just it's ridiculous. I just gotta say this. I refuse to wallow in misery with anyone who goes around and get paid by Europeans or whoever to troll people. I refuse to. So in that, I'm gonna leave Houseman Willie alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Big
Why I'm
Dog
gonna
Willie,
leave him
dog. Big
alone?
Dog Willie ain't getting paid to do this shit. That's Big Dog Willie, bro.
Yeah, and that's him talking this crap or whatever. But seriously, I don't care if he is or if he not no more. You know what I mean? I'm just going to leave him off where he at. You know what I mean? So he can go off and play in the woods with the rest of his little friends up in trees and gather nuts for the winter. I leave him alone. But still, though, come on. 2 Cent, you gotta admit, Clarissa asked for that. She asked for what happened. She asked for that video to be released on her. She asked for it. If she wouldn't have been running her mouth once too often, she wouldn't have got fried like that, filleted like that, hit with that Ali special seasoning. You know what I mean?
Hell
So
yeah.
hey, man.
So I agree with you on that. 'Cause, like, so I get it. You know, nobody's acting like Layla is perfect on that. And then, like, at the same time, it's not about how they act. You could say they both doing it. Like I said, if somebody run up and start swinging at
Yeah.
someone on the street and they start fighting, okay, they both fighting, but who started it? That's the point. I don't like we in boxing. It's not just this. Like, for some reason, it seems like boxing fans have this thing where they feel like they got to tell how boxers they supposed to react when somebody is, done something fucked up to it. Like Layla been talking, or Clarissa been talking for 8 years, and people like, well, Layla shouldn't be talking. Well, that wasn't classy. If Layla isn't talking about coming back and fighting, then she shouldn't say anything. It's like, what? She's supposed to just let it go on? And then the same thing with Tank. Oh, well, Tank, if he really got beef with these guys like Shakur and stuff, he should settle it in the ring. At the same time, Tank is looking at it bigger because it's like, okay, if he really hate the dude, fighting him in the ring helps get that guy millions of dollars. Like, phenomenal. If you hate somebody, are you looking for a way to help them get paid millions?
No.
Exactly.
If I don't like you, I'm gonna find a way to try to get somebody to goddamn swat your ass and put you in jail. That's what I'll do.
Exactly. So like that's my whole thing. It's like how are we at this point where we telling people how they're supposed to react whenever somebody's doing something kind of fucked up to them? Like I don't get that. Like if that's how Layla felt she had to respond, that's how she had to respond. People might not like it. They might think it was too far. They might think it's not classy. But okay, how you gonna respond to somebody been dragging you for like 8 years? You ain't said shit. I don't think I never seen Layla up on any of her cooking shows talking about, hey, you see the way that I'm grilling this chicken? That's what I'm about to do, Clarissa. And I'm put this seasoning of ass whooping right here and the seasoning of left hook to the jaw right there. Like I never seen that on one of her cooking shows. But then every single time Clarissa be hopping up and be talking about Layla, like shoot, it's crazy. And for 8 years of that's the same shit that Bill and Devin did to Tank off that sparring. And Tank never responded about that. He said it was good work. And he could have told us about the rabbit punches and kidney punches and people jumping in the ring. He never said any of it. We found out from Adrian Broner and then saw it was true when we finally seen the full tape. So that's the thing. Like people be getting mad at the people getting talked about, but don't tell the people doing the talking to shut the hell up. That's the crazy part to me.
Let me do something real quick because I do. What up, Big Dog Willie? Before I do that, what up, Big Dog Willie?
What's up, man? I want to talk to. I just want to say something with David Lynch. I think he really don't understand where I'm coming from with all this stuff. When I troll, I never say anything bad about Tank. I never say he couldn't fight. I never say that he wasn't a good fighter. And I didn't even really say that he ducked anybody. Only person I say he ducked was Lamont Roach. But I think what it is I like to fuck with y'all, the Tank Maniacs. I like to mess with you guys because you guys take it way too seriously, just like you're doing now. Call me names online and whatever, I mean, on the chat. And I think what you don't understand is I don't say anything bad about Tank. All I said was he fighting in a professional wrestling match. When he fought Lamar Roach, when he fought what's his name? A lot of other people, I always gave him his credit. Never say anything bad about him. Only time I fuck around with him taking that
but how
knee.
long you gonna say it, bro? He gonna fight.
I say
this guy.
huh?
Yeah, how long you gonna say it? Like
the only time I said it was listen. For the only time I said it is when they get on Shakur, and when they were talking shit about Shakur, and when Tate took that knee, I rolled into him. But it was no. But the reason why I did that is not about Tank. It's about them. So I'm gonna fuck with them just because they were fucking with me, and I'm gonna fuck with them until the 14th. Is it the 14th? Yeah, the 14th, and it's gonna be over. But no, they deserve this work because they were calling me a whole bunch of names since February when I said Jake Paul fighting Tank, and all of them, including you, not you, Fadon, but the other two people on here. The other two people on here was calling me names and saying bad things about me, and now they want to cry foul. Oh well, he's trolling us. Nah. You don't get off that easy. Not with me. Nah. So you just have to deal with it. You only got 2 more weeks. Just deal with it.
Bro, how
I
many
always
times?
tell you, I wait and
Hold on a
see.
second. How many times do I got? Hold on. Before you bring, how many times do I got to talk to Bill Haney in my life, bro? I've talked to Bill Haney like 10 fucking times, bro. I let Bill Haney slide like 9 times, bro, on the dumb shit he was saying, bro. I let Bill Haney slide. Bill Haney's been on my channel, bro. Bill Haney's been on my phone. Bill Haney is a fucking annoying as the fuck. Okay? Bill Haney would not leave me the fuck alone. Okay? So don't even fucking act like it's me. No, it's that nigga. That nigga would not leave me alone. All kind of sneaky dumb shit behind the scenes, all that bullshit. He would come on my show. He came on my show 5 times before I gave him any smoke. Any. Okay? So nah, bro, fuck Bill, bro. And I mean that shit. And I mean that shit is a person-to-person thing. I don't like him because he has done abusive things towards me. Only because I will not kiss his son's ass. Okay? Me and Bill would be perfectly fine if I would say everything Bill wanted me to say. If I would criticize Tank full time and I would talk shit about Jerron Ennis or anybody else, we would get along well. But the problem is, fuck Bill. I'm not going to do what this nigga tells me to do. He does not have enough of anything to get me to do what I want him to, what he wants me to do. And he is a pariah in the sport of boxing. He is. He is a pariah. He is one of the worst things that there is as far as American boxing. Like I said, the 3 worst people in boxing are Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't even know if Turkey Al-Sheikh's one of the worst in boxing. Bill Haney, Eddie Hearn, and these YouTube channels. I won't even throw Turkey Al-Sheikh in that shit because Turkey Al-Sheikh's just an egomaniac with a lot of money. He's just doing all kind of shit everywhere. Don't know what the fuck he's doing. Those dudes orchestrated a media attack on Gervonta Davis that is so obvious that you're trying to stress this kid out of the sport of boxing. After a certain amount of time, that echo chamber turned the whole YouTube boxing conversation into nothing but rumors, innuendos, lies, and a promotional effort for them. Even all the way to this shit with fucking Canelo and Terrence Crawford. Anyway, I'm just telling you, bro, there's no ever mending anything with me. And here's the thing. You should be known by the people. You should, among other things, you are known by the company that you keep. My friend, So Deep, he behaves in a manner where I know that if somebody says, oh, you're cool with So Deep, people be like, oh, yeah, you must be a good dude because So Deep's a good dude. If I was to say, yeah, I'm cool with Bill Haney, anybody that tells me they're cool with Bill Haney, I have to think, what kind of person are you? How can you be cool with Blue Blood? How? I have no idea how you guys can be cool with these people. If you're honest people, how many lies does somebody got to tell you? How many schemes does somebody got to run on you before you stop associating with them? You're not known just by what you do. You're known by your association. And I'm telling you, everybody associated with that guy is suspect. Everybody's suspect. Everybody's suspect with, thank you, babe. Everybody that fucks with Victor Conti is suspect. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many drug tests you pass. If you employ Victor Conti to work with you in anything related to performance-enhancing drugs, you are suspect by the company that you keep. And you guys are all keeping Bill Haney's company. So I have to think badly of everybody that keeps company with him. As well as you should think something was wrong with me if I said that I was associating with somebody that you knew was a reprobate. Bill Haney is not good for American boxing. Listen to what you remember, there was a moment, and I'm telling you, I don't care what you niggas think, it's important to say it. When Why You Mad Toya was on the show, the last time I talked to Bill Haney, and it will be the last time I ever talked to Bill Haney. Toya asked Bill Haney. She said, Bill, everybody would support Devin. We want to support Devin. But the problem is that you tear down Gervonta. You put this stuff up about Gervonta, about the issues he's had outside the ring. You put up Tank giving, you dog this kid and dog this kid and dog this kid. We can't support Devin because you tearing this guy down so much and you don't know what this guy means to people. Does anybody remember what Bill Haney's response was? I don't care about nobody but Devin. Fuck everybody else. But wasn't it 3 minutes earlier that Bill was talking about how important it was for everybody to support this young black kid with this great family and this great story? We're supposed to support Devin, but we can't. But fuck the kid who comes from the gutter. We're supposed to support the kid who came from a mansion because you had money, but the kid with no dad or with a dad that may not have been there. We're not supposed to support him. We're supposed to throw his ass in the trash for you. Bill Haney's a kid sport. He is. And I do maintain that. He has been. And so have the people that he has worked with. And you know it. Do you guys enjoy talking boxing conversations lately? No. Because you spend 99% of your time defending some fucking lie that came out of that camp. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I agree. That's why I've been hoping that Brian Norman Jr. whooped Devin worse than Ryan did. Because I don't see how they come back from that. But that would be the greast thing ever if that happens. Because I've been saying that.
Go ahead, Phoenix. It's my fault. I was going to say it's not really Devin's fault. This is, and I have the same thing with Bill Haney too. Bill Haney be messing. Bill Haney be fucked. He did the same thing to Shakur that he do in the tank. And I seen this. I remember that. Remember when I know Phenom remember that he was doing Shakur dirty. So
no, hell yeah.
That Shakur popped up in the phone.
Hold on, I'm muting. Go ahead, Big Dog Willie.
I remember that. So when it comes to Bill, I always said Bill is a capping ass nigga. When he sits there and make up stories, like not like Schofield stories, but because his is more realistic. Like he sit there and make up stories and they be straight slander. And I had no problem with Devin, but Bill, I always had a problem with Bill. And so that's what it is. And I go to pro Devin channels, but I always let them know I have a problem with Bill. And that's the issue.
Yeah, I think you're missing the break. That's a grown-ass man right now, and Bill works for Devin. I'm done with that shit.
Yeah, did he really? Does Devin work for Bill?
No. Devin Haney is a 28-year-old man. He is a grown-ass man. It's Devin Haney Promotions. It's on him. He's a grown-ass man. No more excuses for your daddy. No more. He's 28. It was his daddy when he was 16. It was his daddy when he was 17. He's 28.
I hear what you're saying.
Hell no.
I hear what you're saying.
He's a grown-ass man, and that man works for him. If he wanted that shit to change and that shit to stop, he could make it stop. But he doesn't want it to stop. He benefits from it, and he adds to it. I could continue with what that bullshit he said about how he sued Ryan Garcia and how he sued him, but he really didn't sue him, but it was right. He agreed with suing him. No, that's on Devin. That shit's on Devin. Devin is Devin, Bill is Bill, but they're a pair, bro. They're a pair. They don't get it. I'm not doing that for Devin no more. Devin's 28 years old, I'm looking at Devin like I'm looking at everybody else. I'm looking at the company you keep. I am. If somebody works for you and they're doing something and you be like, well, I don't really believe it. I don't know. If the PBC is doing a bunch of dumb shit, nobody hesitates to blame Al Heyman, even though they've never talked to Al Heyman. Anything that goes wrong with Al, it's Al and Al Heyman's back. But Devin Haney Promotions, he's the youngest promoter ever. He's one of the greatest fighters ever, but he's not held responsible for any of the fucked up shit that comes out of his camp. Everybody conveniently hands it to his daddy. No, it's on him. At this point, what his daddy does is on him. Everything his daddy does is on him because his daddy works for him. He's 28. He's not 15. He's not 14. He's not a kid. If my son is out there doing stupid shit, as much as I hate it, it's not on me. It's on him. It's on him. He's an adult. And we need to start treating Devin like an adult. Everybody acts like Devin. They still say, what Devin did, he's only 26. He's only 19. He's only 20. He's only 22. He's only 24. He's only 26. He's only 28. Pretty soon, he's only going to be 30. Big Dog Willie, if you want to hold everybody in the chat responsible for the shit they say, you got to hold Devin responsible. Don't you think that's fair?
Oh, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I'm listening to what you're saying. I just think that, how can I say it? Just because Devin is 28 years old, he thinks like he's 14.
No,
that's what I'm
he's
trying
been
to
a
say.
pro. Hell no. I got him on stage on an interview, bro. That nigga's not acting like he's 14 years old, bro. He's acting like a grown-ass man that knows a lot about the sport of boxing. He's 28 fucking years old. He does not think like a 14-year-old. He thinks like a fucking snake is what the fuck he thinks of. He lies like it ain't shit because his daddy lies like it ain't shit. They don't think there's anything wrong with lying. None of them. They all think lying is perfectly fine. Like, hey, man, if I got paid 10, why wouldn't I say 20? Really? Everything's subject to change, bro? Nah, Big Dog Willie, if you're going to hold tank people for being tankomaniacs, put that Bill Haney shit dead on Devin's head where it belongs. Because
okay, I hear what you're saying by that. I hear what you're saying. I just
it's on Devin. He's a grown-ass man, bro.
I hear what you're saying, Fanon. It just, for me, I look at Devin the fighter different from his dad. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's why I had the sympathy for him. But I mean, I sat up here and seen Bill just cap his ass off on your channel, and not just this channel, but on other channels. But like on this channel, I remember it was the last summer or something before last when he was talking about the sparring match, and he just made up his own match. Yeah, between him and Tank.
Yeah, well, he didn't even know that I had the tape.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Dude, nah, I'm telling you, bro, I've seen shit behind the scenes. Fuck Devin. Fuck Bill. I've been around that crew. No, fuck them both. I'm telling you. Devin's a grown-ass man, bro. He's a grown-ass man that sued his wife, sued his baby mama for emotional abuse, bro. All he's doing is flexing his money over the girl to intimidate her. If the rumors are right, this nigga's paying people. Man, that shit is a joke, bro. That nigga need to come out the fucking closet and stop acting a dick, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Seriously, bro.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't put myself in versing these. You have a personal thing with Bill, so I can understand where you're coming from.
No, I have a professional thing with Bill. This is a boxing YouTube channel. We talk boxing. Portion of this channel's purpose is to get information to people about boxing. Bill doesn't like the information that I give out. So Bill goes around to a bunch of people and fucks me over with a bunch of people. That's not personal, that's professional. That's boxing. That's what he does to other people. That's why when you see in the Exodus files where they say there's things about Bill that we won't even talk about, because Bill has a reputation from the early 2000s. From the early 2000s. Jeff Mayweather put in the paper that if something happens to me, it's Bill Haney. And then Bill Haney gets out there in the media and starts saying, no, it was just a misunderstanding. It was not. Dude, that was way the fuck back in 2010. Okay? Bill Haney is who the fuck Bill Haney is. He's a pimp, a fucking criminal. Okay? A guy that brags about being a criminal. Being 50-0 in the streets. That's what he is, bro. And call it for what it is, bro. Because if you're going to get on the Tankomaniacs, bro, get on that. Because that's real. Over here, all Gervonta is doing is grabbing a check. That's it. That's all he's doing. He's not tearing anybody's reputations down. He's not going all over the place lying on Devin Haney. He's not putting up mug shots of Devin Haney. When Devin Haney got in trouble, and what did Tank do? Tank said it's wrong for y'all to be getting in this man's personal business. He stood up for Devin. That's not what Devin does for him. No, Devin and those guys got a pool of people, and you know who they are, that go out and attack Gervonta. And then people defend them, but those people become tank maniacs. Right? So, no, I'm saying, Big Dog Willie, you know that's Devin. You cannot excuse Devin for that and blame Gervonta for taking a Jake Paul fight.
I don't blame Gervonta for that. That's why I don't. This is what I'm going to tell. I don't blame Gervonta for that. I encourage it. But never mind. But I don't blame. I just mess with these guys because these guys were talking so much shit about me. A lot of it was personal.
Fair. That's
and
fair.
So I attack, and a lot of tanking maniacs is because they hold Tank, and Tank does a lot of foul shit himself.
Well, what did he do? This foul.
I'm not going to get into his.
I just want to know.
It's personal. It's personal life. I'm talking about personal life. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to. Because that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. But when they try to, when take a man,
you said he does a lot of fucked up shit in his personal life. Then you say you don't want to bring it up, but you did bring it up.
That's why I went back. I said that's why I said never mind.
Everybody knows
that's what I said. I think all of them do fucked up shit in their personal life, and I don't want to. That's like you brought up. Devin's personal shit. I don't want to bring up Tank's personal shit. I don't want to bring up nobody's personal shit because I don't because they're fighters. I look at them as fighters, not being personal. So I don't want to bring up their personal shit. That's what I'm trying to say, Fanon.
You don't want to bring up their personal shit, even though the conversation is that Bill brought up his personal shit.
No, I'm talking about me personally. I'm talking about me personally.
You listen to what I'm saying. So
okay, go ahead.
I know that you are retorting against people that got on you. There are things like Tank fans that get on everybody that says anything bad about Tank. I've had the same experience myself. I have. If I say anything critical of Tank, I have people that say shit about me too. Absolutely. I've had death threats over saying shit about Tank. Death threats from people in Baltimore because they mistook something I said about Tank. I know the environment around Tank. It can get very fucked up. Just like if you get around Errol, you say some shit about Errol, there's going to be people in Dallas that are going to say fucked up shit about you. Almost every fighter has that. What you don't have with every fighter is Bill Haney, which goes around and constructs attacks on people. They coordinate attacks on people. Okay? They do, like, for example, this is probably not Bill. Okay? Probably not Bill. However, somebody sent a piece of paper to my house because I said Bud Crawford looks like he is a juice monster. I said that because I believed it. He looked like he was a juice monster. All of a sudden, somebody sent some shit to my house talking about a cease and desist, even though it's terribly written, obviously not valid. But then the next day, even though I don't say anything to anybody about it, 3 YouTube channels come up and say that I was sued. That's what I'm talking about. Errol Spence does not engage in that. Does not engage in trying to intimidate YouTube channels and lie on YouTube channels and public people in person. They don't do that. Okay? Somebody did that to me. And they've done that to me about 4 times, Big Dog Willie. 4 times. It happened 1 time around Tyson Fury, 2 times around Devin Haney, and 1 time around Terrence Crawford. That is a concerted effort to intimidate me because of my boxing opinion. That is not what Tank fans do. That is not what Errol Spence fans do. That's not. That is what organized corporate media does when they want to intimidate content creators. That is what Bill Haney would do. As Bill Haney sued Ryan Garcia for nothing. And Devin sued his baby mama for nothing. I'm not getting into his personal business. It's just a fact. He sued his baby mama. He sued Ryan Garcia. Both them shits is getting thrown out. No, they are litigious and they go behind the scenes trying to intimidate people. That is my personal experience with them and a professional setting, because this is a boxing channel that I own, that Bill Haney has been a guest on. And Bill Haney has said some fucked up things about me all over the internet. Why? Because he doesn't like me? No. Because I have a voice he wants to silence. That's why. Because I have an argument that's hard for him to compete with. That's why. So when people start speaking of Bill and Devin, they're not talking about the normal shit, bro. They're talking about people that are that by every symbol that I can see are totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. Huge difference, Big Dog Willie. Now, if you can tell me of any channel that's been targeted because they support Devin Haney, let me know. Let me know of any channel that has been targeted because they supported Terrence Crawford. I can tell you all kind of channels that have been targeted because they support Gervonta Davis. All kind of them. KO, 2 Cent, AM Sports Media, on and on and on. I get calls about it. Calls about it. No. The way Devin Haney and Bill behave is different. And that is my personal experience and my personal opinion. And I've been in these YouTube streets for a long time, bro. I've never seen anything like it with the exception of AJ. But even AJ did not have the attack dogs that Devin Haney put out there. Now tell me I'm wrong, bro. There's no comparison. It's not fair to do a 50-50 thing with Tank and Devin.
Well, I think Floyd got it the worst, but back in the early days.
But that's because there was really people that gave a fuck. This is completely manufactured, bro. Don't nobody care about Devin, bro. Devin's an undercard fighter. Devin's not Tank, bro. He's not. But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know it from what people are saying, from all of the press and the way they treat him. You swear this dude was doing 500,000 pay-per-views, that he was selling out stadiums. You would also swear that he fought all the people he said he wanted to fight. For some reason, Devin Haney gets credit for wanting to fight people. Meanwhile, nobody else gets credit for wanting to fight people. David Benavidez never got credit for wanting to fight Canelo. David Benavidez doesn't get any credit for wanting to fight Bivol. He doesn't get any credit for wanting to fight Beterbiev. But Devin's going to go to the fucking Hall of Fame for wanting to fight people. I can see it now. They're going to be in there. Well, you know what? All these guys ducked me in my career, and I wound up not fighting any of them. But hey, man, my daddy brought me into the Hall of Fame just like they are accused of buying me fights. Isn't that what Gabe Rosado said? Ain't that what Gabe Rosado said? Now, I don't know whether it's true or not. But, bro, bro. Nah, bro.
I was gonna say one more thing for our part.
Yeah,
Like
go ahead.
the whole reason that we can put this on Devin is earlier this year. He's like, yeah, my dad speaks for me, and what he say, I'm cool with. That's basically what he put on Twitter earlier this year. That his dad is his emissary. So whatever his dad is saying, he agreed with, he cool with, he supported, and he backed it 100%. So we can't keep on trying to separate the two. Like Devin is his own man, his dad is his own man. He's saying his dad speaks for him, and he agreed with what his daddy say. So after that,
that's it. Big Dog Willie, how old were you before your daddy stopped talking for you?
Probably like when I started playing sports, when I was like 11, 12, because he can't come on the field with me and start talking shit for me, so I had to talk for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, when only time he told me, I started crying after I lost a track race, after I lost in my sprint, and I started crying. He told me, stop crying like a little bitch. And then that's the last time he really, that's what he really talked to me. He just told me to stop crying like a little bitch.
Bro, my dad literally never lifted a finger for anybody that did anything to me.
Never lifted a finger. My whole life. I cannot imagine it. Literally, bro, I have no concept for my father. Me getting in trouble with somebody and my father coming to support me. It never happened. So like, I'm like sitting here like, bro, you got a daddy that is over your shoulder till you're 28 years old, bro. And everybody keeps acting like, yeah, we know things are screwed up. Yeah, we know things don't sound quite right. But it's really not Devin. It's really Bill. But bro, at a certain point in time, you grow up, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, my dad, I'm lying. My dad did threaten my high school teacher to beat his ass because he was being an asshole to me. So maybe that's different because he was an adult. But
man, shit. Only thing my dad ever did was take me to dinner because I was like 9 years old and I got in a fight with a 13-year-old. I beat up the 13-year-old. I was like 9 years old. I beat up a 13-year-old who was a lot bigger than me. And my dad took me out. We went to like Red Lobster for that. But other than that, bro, no. Somebody gives me a bad grade, nothing. Somebody doesn't, a coach doesn't give me something. I don't get this. I don't get that. Nothing. A ride to a football, a ride to practice, win. Like, no, you better walk if you want to play. Like, no, bro. So, dude, Devin is a very, 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 very privileged young man. And his privilege spread over into the sport of boxing because not only did his dad, you know, take care of him when he was a kid, he also took care of him when he turned pro. And he orchestrated everything for that kid. And as a result, I believe Devin Haney feels very, very entitled. I believe that he believes that he's meant to be all these things that his dad told him he was meant to be. And he thinks that all of these underhand, sneaky, snide things that take place are just part of life. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is, man. But I look at Gervonta Davis like this kid has really come a long way, man. And that's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just not the same thing looking at Gervonta and looking at Devin, man. It's like it's not the same thing. Like my guy, So Deep, bro. My dad, I'm not going to get too much into it, but you know, my So
Fanon, quick question.
Yeah.
Are you still on Instagram?
Yeah.
Because I got something. My dad passed away about 3 years ago, and I want to share something with you. I don't want to do it here because it's personal.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
But I'm gonna let you go. I have to get ready.
All right, bro. I got to get out of here too. It's been fun. It's been fun, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to take my oldest.
All right, man. I'm about to go deal with this family stuff. That's not fun. But thanks for talking to me today, bro.
Look, Fanon, man. I just want to send out my prayers to you, your family, you know, and I know it's hard, but just go ahead and cherish these last moments, you know.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm trying. Bro, I'm trying, bro.
I wasn't there when my father passed. This is like years ago, and that's just another story. But you know what I mean? At times I do reminisce over that, you know, and I wish I could have been, you know. But,
Yeah.
Peace and blessings. May God bless you, keep you and your family within this warm embrace.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you for your thoughts, man. I appreciate you, brother. All right, now.
All right,
I get
man.
that. Yes, sir.
One.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for everybody that supported on the channel. I don't think I missed anything. Dre's Finest said, Clarissa had on a red skirt, dropping it like it's hot, looking like a skeezer. That was funky looking. That's fucked up. Yeah. Thank you guys for all your support, man. Thank you for listening and talking to me today. Justin Jones. Thank y'all for y'all support. Now I'm going to get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.